welcome in. First time in a long time that I think we get a limited Bears talk, but we will get into it. We are going to see if G Honda is going to sweat it out tonight as the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Aaron Rodgers-led Pittsburgh Steelers, Chelsea, take their hand against a worthy opponent in defense. And I'm looking for my cell phone right now, so that's why I'm looking around. We get to the game. We see how things turn out for us. G Honda, how you feeling today as well, my brother? Jay Tillman, Juice Drops. Hey, my cuz. Stephen James, Chili. Everybody, feel free. If you are a part of the Discord, feel free to join the discussion in the Discord chat. 8:15 is the kickoff for the game, so we do have a few minutes before we get to that particular game. As far as any media, turn this earpiece off and let's get to some things. Give me one moment as I turn a couple things off in the house that I truly forgot to turn off. Bear with your boy and bear down while we here, Chili. Give me a moment, everybody, as I return.
9 consecutive wins coming into the playoffs.
They've just got a great defense, and that's really where it starts with this team. Start with Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson, those edge guys that will come after you for 60 minutes. Then they've got all levels on the back end. Derek Stingley, Kamari Lassiter. I mean, they're just loaded across the board on defense. So it's about Pittsburgh. How do you attack them? How do you make some big plays? How do you get some points on the board? Because it is not easy. This team will fly around and they will make plays.
Got a little pregame going on for us all
of You Better You Bet
in terms of the pregame discussion.
Let's
get right into it. I know Chili said that he would prefer the Steelers to go ahead and get a dub tonight.
Thanks, Kevin.
Put a 1 in the chat if you want the Steelers to win. Put a 2 in the chat if you are a Houston Texans supporter today.
About a 3-point road favorite at Aaron Rodgers on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The total is 38.
Will Anderson to get some sacks, but you don't mind seeing A-Rod.
And the under in the game. Houston was a bigger favorite last week, and the totals come down 1.5 points. With bettors believing the Steelers can be competitive in a lower scoring game.
The biggest Steeler fan that I know outside of Cleveland.
Like a great
I know a few people in the city that support the same team.
3, not 2.5.
Myself
I am interested in the Steelers
not one of those guys.
Or better.
CBT, let's see.
Texans receiver Christian Kirk
Chili
primarily
Brock.
works out of the slot where teams can have success against the Steelers.
I like how I abbreviate everybody named Stephen James. The Discord should pop up. Let me know if you are not a part of the Discord.
Please
so that we
gamble
can
responsibly.
Get you a part of the discussion. If anybody has any particular thoughts they want to share about the Steelers and Texans game, Chelsea knows she got carte blanche and is always welcome into the chat. Anybody else, we will open it up just the same. So if you would like to
for the safety
join me in the Discord,
families and teachers, schools across our country are closing.
School closures can have significant and lasting consequences, particularly for vulnerable
and if you all will bear with me,
students who may face
all puns intended,
homelessness, and even trauma.
I've been home for about 20 minutes.
That's where our organization,
trying to get a few things
can help. For years, we've
set in stone, so we will be visionless for myself. If anybody would like to camp up in the Discord, you are
caring adults are delivering meals, providing household
what I call
supplies,
a feature
connecting
screen.
kids with online classrooms, and using technology to
Only
maintain the one-on-one relationships we know can transform the lives of students and their families.
Communities and schools, going wherever we are needed,
Cousin
doing
Walker,
whatever it takes.
You should definitely not be kicked out of my Discord.
To see how you can help kids succeed, visit communitiesinschools.org.
Did you know? VA home loans are a key to home ownership for those who served.
Let's go ahead.
I would tell anybody who is interested in getting a VA loan to just do it.
For me, the best thing about the VA loan was the simplicity of it. I was expecting, government paperwork. It was going to go on forever.
So I think 8:15 is when the game
payment for a VA loan
starts. I don't know if that's the actual kickoff for the game.
We were able to purchase this home and then use the money that we were going to use as a down
but I'm pretty sure that
fix up the home.
And the only way we
exactly
could do
what
that was
time
because the nest egg that we had
his
saved for the
wonderful
down
team
payment, we
is
didn't
gonna
have to
start
use
this
because we went the VA route.
This is
session.
a wonderful benefit that veterans can take advantage of.
Copy
In the military, we make
now.
a lot of sacrifices. We're away from our family a
We don't
lot.
talk to the
And with the VA loan, it's a way
consultants.
that
And
it
here we
makes
go.
it
Hit the
easier for
like
us to
button.
get a home.
Hit the subscribe
To
button.
learn more about VA home loans,
There
visit
is the Discord link. Feel free.
/home loans.
Hit the link. Join the Discord.
Lights are off. The towels are being waved.
Mike Tomlin,
The
12-0
Steelers
on
are
Monday
being
night.
introduced. And time now here in Pittsburgh for tonight's
home games.
playbook. Sponsored by LinkedIn
8:15.
Ads. With
Okay.
LinkedIn Ads,
So we got about
every
7
ad
minutes.
gets served to the MVPs you need.
I want to know, do G
Get a
Honda got any
$250
particular
credit when you spend $250 on your
give me
first
your
campaign. Go to
three players of the game you
LinkedIn.com/campaign.
watching, G?
Terms and conditions apply. All right, Kurt. Let's talk when C.J. Stroud and the Texans have the
I'm
ball
looking
tonight.
at both
What really
quarterbacks.
starts with protecting the football is when you've got a defense like he does on the other side,
Specifically,
you
I want to
cannot
see
give the other
how the
team
young bull has
easy
rebounded in
opportunities. So you
C.J.
play the long
Stroud,
game,
see if he
protect
has any
the football. Nico Collins will be key. He's the go-to
new
guy
tricks
for
to
C.J.
add to the
Stroud.
bag.
And if you're the Steelers defense, you can't
Okay,
let
you're
him
making a protein
get some
shake.
big plays on you. You got to
You're
force him
making
to
a protein
go the long
shake,
distance.
and
And then,
I
of course,
am,
for the Steelers, it's about
awaiting
T.J. Watt
the
and
wife to
Alex
return
Highsmith
home so we
getting
can
after C.J. Stroud
get a
trying
little
to
bit
force some
of
mistakes.
dinner
Aaron
in.
Rodgers loves his running back. He gets his number one receiver back. What about when Pittsburgh's got the ball?
Well, it starts with protecting Aaron Rodgers. And, we talk a lot about the offensive line and chipping and doing all that. A big way that they protect
And if
Aaron
nobody
Rodgers
knows,
is quick
Chili-
throws. So
Chili
be ready
Block
for a lot of
gonna
quick
say,
throws. It's really been their
Chicago
offense
Bear,
all year long. We talked about DK.
Pittsburgh
the big
Steelers
plays
Super
there.
Bowl.
They
I
get
think
some
Chelsea
one-on-one
spoke of that before.
Opportunities. And then when
She
you
wants
get close,
to,
if you're Pittsburgh, you have
see
got to
that.
get touchdowns. You
Well,
are
somebody
not going to get a whole
mentioned
bunch of
it, but I know
opportunities to score
Chili said he
touchdowns
wanna,
against this defense.
see
So
us
when
go
you get close,
toe-to-toe
you
with
gotta punch
Aaron
it in.
Rodgers
They
and
say
shut him
Rodgers
down.
is getting the ball
I'm
out
with
in
it.
about 2.5 seconds.
I'm
Do you
with it.
recall
I mean,
when you
he
played
want
how
to see
quickly
us
you got the ball
do
out
it
when you're
One
'cause
and a
he
half,
say he own us,
one and
man.
a
He
half,
say he
1.7. No, I
we
didn't
own
get the
something
ball
out
out
there.
yet.
Like,
That
rank.
was a big part of
we trying
my
to see.
game. I think Aaron is at that stage where it's kind of like look down the field and then get to your check down. That's kind of the phase that he's in.
Wonder what's in
so
that protein
it's been
shake.
good for them because they're not a great big play offense,
fruits?
but they're
Any
going to need a lot of
berries?
that tonight.
You were on the field
kale?
before the game. Wind and
something like
weather
that.
and the field condition.
Actually, not that cold. The wind really isn't blowing. I don't believe it is a factor tonight. I think Texans, I was talking to C.J. Stroud a little bit and said, you got
Let's
lucky.
see.
He goes, I'm
Go
used to the
ahead.
weather having played at Ohio State, but you're right. It's not too bad tonight.
Opening
I
kickoff
didn't
between
know.
the Texans and the
I just
Steelers.
I just
is
learned
right
today,
around the
everybody,
corner.
that if you don't
From
make a
Pittsburgh, you're listening to the NFL playoffs
dual stream before
on
you
Westwood
start,
One.
it won't be happening.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was
versus
going on with
the
me.
Bears.
I ended up going to a dentist, and he wants to charge over $600
And there
for a
is the
night guard.
Discord
That's
link
when I
again.
found the Brooks Night Guard.
Doesn't
You
want
mold it
for
at home
any
to the
time.
top
You can
or bottom teeth.
drop
Other
them
mouth guards go
ENTs
all the
when
way
you
to the
want
back,
to.
which allows the back teeth to touch. This is where most of the grinding and clenching occurs. The Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes
Hardball.
Brooks Night Guard different from all other
Allegedly,
traditional grind guards.
because I
Order
just
your
read
Brooks
lightly,
Night Guard
took
today
an interview,
and get 10% off plus
we'll be
free
taking an
shipping.
interview
Go
with
to
the Atlanta Falcons.
brooksnightguard.com and enter the code Brooks91. That's
That's an interesting
BRUX91.
little tidbit for me, Chelsea. And as a matter of fact,
Shop the
gonna
Sherwin
go through
Williams
here.
Winter Sale and get 30% off paints and
let's
stains January
see if we can
9th
find
through
any
the
articles
19th.
that's going to lead
Whether
us
you're
down
refreshing your interior or exterior,
playoff
we've got the colors
road.
to bring your
I know
vision
G
to
Honda
life.
getting prepped
And with delivery,
pre-game and
getting everything to your
like
door
that.
is easier than ever.
I don't know if these
Shop
types of
online
games
or
make
visit
G
your
Honda take
neighborhood
a
Sherwin-Williams
grown-up
store.
drink.
Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Okay, Chili, I like that. I can dig that.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up.
Blue
still
collar
thriving.
about it.
You still got it, but your immune system, it
I can
weakens
dig
as you
that right
age.
there.
That's where vaccines come in. They
I
help
try to avoid situations where I got to root against Mike Tomlin, but you know I'm
like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia,
that day,
RSV,
Chili.
or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com.
Gotta watch this little bad puppy of mine because he out here in these streets doing what he want to do.
Continues January 17th.
Gotta keep your eye on him.
With the divisional round presented by Intuit TurboTax, and it's heating up.
Moonshine? I know somebody went to a mead tasting today. Let me know if anybody's ever had any
One
mead.
chance to make it to Championship Sunday.
This is history.
She back.
Divisional round presented by Intuit TurboTax. Action kicks off.
There go my. Hey, I'm about to work on getting some appropriate drops.
Young people with developmental disabilities deserve every chance for
I believe
a full
that
and active
sports.
life. But it can be
We
difficult
use
to
people
balance
in
their
sport
day-to-day
for drops.
needs with their lifetime of potential.
I'm gonna have to use
Hi,
some of
I'm
their
Bill My wife Brenda and I started
wonderful
Treasure
memes
House,
and
a
so on and
community
so
for young
forth.
adults with developmental
See if I can
disabilities who have
add
the
a bit of an
potential to
entertainment
grow and
value to
thrive
the
in the right
stream
environment.
for
It's designed not
you
just to be a
and
place
me.
to live, but to truly be a home.
Like
Join
I
us
said,
in
if you want to
supporting
be
these
into the
young adults by
voice
making a
chat in the
contribution today.
Discord, we are
Visit
in Sports Talk.
treasurehouse.org. That's treasurehouse.org.
And I'm trying to see.
Welcome back to the NFL
Yeah,
playoffs.
the Steelers are probably the.
It's time to
It's
dip
an
into the
AFC North
archives
team,
for
so yeah, that's probably the
another
most
classic
blue collar
call, sponsored
city
by
besides
Straight
ours
Talk.
that probably represent the playoffs right now. I could probably agree with that.
Handing it off, there's a fumble, the ball is loose. Parkinson goes for it in the end zone. It's an automatic safety, 2 points. The handoff was bobbled and went back into the end zone. Parkinson recovered it to prevent the touchdown.
It says Bears 1-on-1, so it's any and all times. We got any Bear talk? Feel free. I don't know exactly when we playing Chili as far as the time yet. I know it's Sunday, but nobody that I know of is giving out the time of that game yet.
In Super Bowl 9 against the Vikings, the Steelers struck first with that safety, but that was only the beginning of a dominating defensive effort. The Steel Curtain held Fran Tarkington and the Minnesota Vikings to 119 yards, still a record low in a Super Bowl. On offense, Franco Harris carried the load, pounding on 158 yards and a touchdown to earn MVP honors. The 16-6 win marked the birth of a dynasty. 4 championships for Pittsburgh in 6 seasons.
Could y'all imagine the Super Bowl ending like that these days, 16-6?
Is tonight's classic call. Sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Your favorite song shouldn't have to wait for Wi-Fi. Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data
Kittle towards
on
Achilles.
Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart. We are getting close. Let's go down to the field now and say good evening to Ross Tucker. Ross?
Let's go to the NFL
Good
and look at
evening,
some
fellas.
rumors.
It was interesting talking with Texans linebacker coach Billy Davis down here on the field.
Eagles are expected to fire their
everybody
OC.
knows about the edge
Duh.
rushers for the Texans and their secondary. He feels like the linebackers are a little bit underappreciated, but they are going to be in the spotlight.
The Packers
in
DC
this
still
game.
getting head coaching
Talking
interviews.
With multiple people down here.
Mystifying
the
to me.
expectation is that the Steelers are going to try to get Kenny Gainwell involved in the passing
We
game
got
a
some
lot,
assists.
which means guys like Al Shire and To'o Toho need to be up to the task in terms
Yes,
of coverage. I
yes,
get the
Chili.
sense the Steelers
Who
feel
said
like
that
throwing
today?
the ball to
I
their
forget.
running backs out of the
But that-
backfield might be one of their
I think that
best
speaks
chances move
to
the
the
football
mysticism
against
of the
a stellar
season, man.
Texans
Like,
defense.
I
Good
know
stuff, Ross. Thank you. We'll
people
be
don't
looking
believe
forward
in
to
a
your
charmed
reports
season.
all night long. We've had
I mean,
the
but
flip of
think
the
about that,
coin.
what you just said.
The Texans won. They're going to
Second
take the
time
second
ever.
half kickoff and
4
defer.
tutties and no
and
picks.
So Pittsburgh will get the ball first. Their running
And you
game
lost.
has improved. And boy, does Rodgers like to throw out of the backfield.
And
those two.
I'm only annoyed with that because the
Gainwell
defense
has,
just,
Ross was saying,
get their hands
really
together at the
become
end
a
of the
huge part
game.
of their passing game.
They can
They
start
love to
to,
move him around.
they can get interceptions
he
in the
can spread
playoffs
out
and be
and
playoff
get out on
leaders in
the edges.
interceptions.
Maybe they can take advantage of the
But, you know,
linebackers out in space.
worry about the next
Jalen
game.
Horn is also a big
You're going to have your
playmaker
damn
for
hands
them.
full.
Although they don't run as many routes with him.
And Romeo Dobbs did us. I'm nervous about
the edges is where he makes his big
in the
plays.
crew.
Jamie Fairbairn has the
let's get
ball teed up at the 35 for the Houston Texans. With a lot of fireworks smoke still lingering over the field. 8-mile-an-hour winds, 32 degrees. Everybody bundled up and on their feet with the towels waving. And the Texans will kick off from our left to our right. Houston tonight in all white with red and navy trim, navy helmets. The Pittsburgh Steelers, black jerseys, gold pants, black helmets. And so here we go. The final piece of wild card weekend about set.
I think I learned a little bit about overlays and such like that when it comes to
swing his right
Twitch.
leg through. It is end over end. Warren is back under it. The backpedaling catch at the 1. Drifts
better
into
than the
end
other
zone,
ways.
goes to a knee,
Shout out to
touch
Jay
back to
Tillman
the
for the intro.
35. It will be first and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers and their quarterback.
We growing, cuz. Hey, if you'd told me seriously last year around this time, I'd have had 700 plus subscribers.
Well, as great as Aaron Rodgers is,
I would have still wanted more, but I wouldn't have believed that I would have had this many.
To learn a new offense, they seem to have gotten more.
You knock down the goals you can one at a time.
They've also gotten more comfortable with
and you
allowing
realize that
Aaron
the things
Rodgers
that you
to change some things at the line of scrimmage.
Reasonably
Did that
well.
really well. In that
continue to capitalize on those until you learn how to do the other
that
things.
He caught that ball inside the 1, but in the landing zone, so they begin at their 20 with Rodgers under center. First and 10, Pittsburgh 20, got the snap, hands off Warren over the guard, past the 25, broke a tackle, takes it outside the hash to the 30. A big run right there, 9 or 10. Let's see where they spot it. They give them 10. It is a first down.
10 yards on the first down for Pittsburgh.
Well, a great way to start, right? Everybody's talking about this Houston Texans defense, how physical they are. Hey, we're going to hand it off on the first snap. Go for 10 yards, a nice little cutback from the right to the left by Warren, but a great start here in Pittsburgh.
Just underway, 30 seconds in, Rodgers breaks the huddle. They're moving with the first possession of the game from right to left. They're at their own Pittsburgh 30. Rodgers in the gun, receiver in motion.
Shotgun.
Rodgers looks at a 4-man front. He repositions his running back, Warren. He'll get the shotgun snap and a quick throw, and it's caught by Metcalf on the numbers 30. Broke a tackle. 45,
I was just going to say, DK back.
Carries a defender on his back, far side, 45, and he's knocked down in that far side.
DK back.
Houston bench on a 17-yard catch and run.
Already causing problems for him.
And he's already made a dent in this game. Another first down for Pittsburgh.
Well, and you know he's been kicking himself for a couple weeks. Had that suspension with the interaction with the fan.
Locked into the game, I'm
Detroit,
assuming.
And wondering if they were going to punch their ticket to the playoffs.
I'm already
hey, they made it
in the
without
Discord
him,
show.
and it was a huge play again.
He might
Quick
be nervous.
Throw, get it
but
out
he
there
touched
in
his
space
cheeks
and let the
already
big fella
and
make
just be in the chat.
Now with the
Who
47
knows?
of Pittsburgh on the first possession of the game. Rodgers under center. Pointing out his protections, looks at the
Matt
4-man
Burke,
front,
the
first and 10, got the snap, hands off Warren over the left guard, cuts across the logo, then was drilled after a meager gain of a couple.
Yeah, he do got a
Neatly
little
in the
fresh
secondary, brings him down. He's a Pro Bowler. Gain of 1, second down 9 for Pittsburgh.
Well, he's actually all-pro, too. The all-pro corner, one of the all-pro corners. And they are just so good across the board. A lot of times you like to force runs into the corners because they're the worst tacklers on the team. Well, that's not the case with this Texans defense. They were stacked across the board, but you got Stingley, you got Lassiter on the outside, both
like 6'4",
great at making tackles.
Pittsburgh
220 plus.
Second down 9. Rodgers in the gun, on the logo, on the grass here in Pittsburgh. Arms extended, shotgun snap. It's a handoff, and it's Warren over the right guard. Crossing midfield, hit at the 49 of the Houston Texans and picks up about 2 on the play. That'll set up third down and 7 first quarter clock in a scoreless game at 12:33 and ticking.
Well, and this is really where the game starts. Ross has already talked about it. We discussed it in the open. You got those 2 great edge rushers from the Texans. You get in third and long. They want to pin their ears back. What do the Steelers do in a situation like this?
There is a player right now who needs some attention on the field. And that is it Jalen Reed?
It is.
I believe it is.
It is Jalen Reed, who has just come off the injured list. He is a rookie out of Penn State. He starts tonight at safety.
Big 3rd and 7 for Aaron and the boys in the first drive.
And Reed is being looked at, and they got to take him off.
Walking off under his own power. Seems to be okay, but as you said, depth an issue on the back end. Hoping that he's okay.
Back in.
So he will leave.
Oh, he tried to
and the
back
Steelers
shoulder.
already have to do a little bit of rearranging in the secondary with the opening drive taken by the Steelers, and they're at midfield. It is third down and 7, right on the painted logo. Rodgers in the gun, empty backfield. Gainwell now commotion and joins Rodgers. Third down 7 at the 50, and now Rodgers again will move Gainwell. And Rodgers surveys. He's got 5 wide. Shotgun snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw. Far sideline high and in across the way. Looking for the running back Gainwell. It's 4th and 7. And the punting unit will go out there for the Steelers. And the Texans stop Pittsburgh on the first drive.
And we all know what a great thrower Aaron Rodgers is. One of the most gifted throwers we've ever seen. But I don't care how gifted you are. You don't bring your feet to a throw, and there's going to be opportunities to miss. Right there, his feet are lined up straight down the middle of the field. He's trying to throw an out route to Warren on the right side and just airmailed that ball.
Corliss Waitman with his left-footed punt for the Pittsburgh Steelers will be fair caught at the Houston 10 by Jalen Knoll. He is a rookie from Iowa State and a good one.
Houston takes over possession
with a hang of 3-7-8.
CJ Stroud
and the offense of the Texans will come out for the first time with 11:57 to play in the first quarter. There is no score from Pittsburgh, and this is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Westwood One. Chili, have you heard anything more about Black and Abdallah when we speak of Westwood
Veterans Affairs? Are you seeking to honor those who've served and sacrificed for their country? Visit the Veterans Legacy Memorial. This digital platform, run by VA's National Cemetery Administration, is dedicated to the memory of more than 4.8 million veterans interred at VA's national cemeteries, VA's grant-funded tribal, state, and territory cemeteries,
they
and
want to
2
know
U.S. National Park
how
Service
Honda feeling
cemeteries.
right now.
The memorial's interactive features
People
allow
want to
people to
know.
remember veterans by posting tributes and comments, uploading images, and sharing a veteran's military timeline, achievements,
Every
biographical
now and
information,
again, give us your thoughts
historical
about the game.
documents, and
Give us
more.
your live
Over
game
45,000
voice.
submissions have been made to the existing profile pages
Nobody got a cam up for
since
this
the
game
site was
right
launched.
here, G.
That's the
It's
Veterans
all to
Legacy Memorial.
Get the true feelings of a fan.
Hi, I'm Connie
giraffe
Britton,
and
and
his
I want to
Steelers.
share with you the
A
experience
chronicle.
of Donna in Washington. She writes, I got injured about
You say
5
she
years
got
ago.
kicked and it was probably you.
I was
man.
let go when, because
Even
of
though
the
you
injury,
can't kick
I couldn't
nobody,
keep up
I
with the
believe
schedule.
her. I don't know why,
I've
but I
tried
do.
to find other work, but I'm 68 now. No one wants to hire someone that old. This week is tough, though, because I had to get my tooth fixed. So I only have $10 in my checking account. But it will be okay. I at least have food because of this pantry.
And you know, like I didn't necessarily mind Abdallah's like annoying quirkiness. Sometimes it was warranted. I just believe in a lot of ways they show was a lot more shtick and like Looney Tunes with sports mixed in. And then I necessarily wasn't always on board with the sports take. But I do say that, you know, Black and Abdallah were pretty good. Chelsea, welcome in. How we feeling today? Let me turn this down now. We got somebody in.
Tonight at work, every day is game day. Give your crew
So we got one possession that's happened for Steelers.
When you call clickgranger.com or just stop
Houston
by.
coming up
We have
next.
no score. Pittsburgh's had it once.
I wonder
They
what's
punted.
going to be
First possession coming up. Kurt Warner for
the sequence of this drive here. I don't think they had the best running game per se, so do they start with a pass or start with a run?
From their 10
We're about to find out. Oh, we're passing here. We're passing. Oh, broken up. Should have been intercepted.
Oh.
Man, that was dangerous. That was dangerous.
Nothing but black and yellow shirts around that, and
Yeah,
it's ironic. He starts with a pass, like I thought.
This offense, they've been a little bit better here down the stretch
JPJ with the play.
never seem to really hit a stride.
He hung on him a lot right there. I guess they were still within the 5, so the contact was warranted.
If they could come out with a little something, they believe this team.
I guess he let him go enough to get back on that hip.
Shotgun snap, second down, 5, quick throw up the middle. It's
Yeah.
defended. It is incomplete. It hit the hands of about 3 different
And
players. But in there
CJ
was Joey Porter among some
gotta
in
get
the
it together
Pittsburgh
down here.
secondary. And down hard goes the receiver Nico Collins. It's incomplete.
Nico
It's 3rd
down.
and 5 for Houston.
3rd and 5.
Another pass play.
Oh, that was really a false start if you ask me.
Oh, wow.
He gonna catch that. He gonna catch that. I knew it.
Wow,
I knew he was gonna catch that.
Wow, that was awesome. Oh man, that's got me hyped.
They almost let him get up and run after the catch. Watch this catch. Watch this catch. And as he goes to the ground, brings it in. That's Christian Kirk. And he almost gets up.
The running back is Nick Chubb. The quarterback is C.J. Stroud.
G Honda, did you see what he said?
15, 3rd and 5. There's the snap.
That was the INT.
Moving up, avoiding, then throwing a long pass, far sideline.
You wish, G Honda.
On the far sideline by Christian Kirk near midfield. What a grab, outstretched far sideline. A 37-yard strike. First down for the Texans, and they're going to be right at the 49.
I think it's so much better, and I might have to adapt it in a lot of ways. It's so much better being able to watch or analyze a game that you don't have any emotional attachment to.
And over the defender, and it took everything.
No anxiety levels today. Just a game. Just football.
What a catch.
Just football. That's what my dad tells me. He's like, Chelsea, it's just football. I'm like, no.
Like, it's not. But today it can be just football.
He tries to keep me calm.
Down the middle between the hash, and then he is drilled and stopped after.
You got to realize, like, remember the Titans. His daughter was the best.
10-21, first quarter clock ticking and no
She knew all the plays. She knew who was giving effort. She was out there. Dre, how you feeling, man? It is Chelsea.
Perfect throw.
Man, you know I gotta have some play-by-play in this thing right here. Chelsea around, man.
Position, unfortunately.
For sure.
Christian Kirk, C.J. Stroud connect on a big one.
She be up at the screen, seeing everything in real time.
Second down.
Yes, I know. I try not to do that, but I'm so bad for that.
I mean, I think in the niche that we have as far as sport goes, I think it's almost par for the course, or it should be expected in a way, or it's a part of the motif in the sense that how can you do live game reaction or any play calling for you without actually visually seeing what's going on? So for you to look up and be able to call that, like, was way more interactive because you doing it for a specific purpose for you, no less. But even if it wasn't in the play-by-play synopsis type thing, I think it allows you to give real live reaction to what you're seeing. And some of that is the authenticity of just being a sports fan.
Yeah, I think that's what people like about what I do.
Yeah.
But, I've kind of slacked off on it because it's like my anxiety is so bad. I'm like, I'm going to be the girl who goes viral for the wrong reason. And I ain't trying to be that, so I'm like, I should chill out.
And it's just like, to be in an authentic environment that sport is the only time where I think a guy is allowed to truly invoke full emotion.
Good call by their.
I 100% agree with that.
And so this is the opportunity for any of us, I think, to have that neurotic type of reaction and be what indeed is a fanatic, over the top, doing too much at times.
Two unofficial
part of this part of the course is what I'm trying to say. If you indeed got some sort of investment in what you're seeing, as opposed to somebody who might do it because they get paid.
Meanwhile, Nico
right.
made him come out of the game.
Did you see that flag?
Did not
see what it was for. It was a false start. Okay, so now it's a 3rd and 11. Look at G Honda say his defense did that. I do want to know.
He's not going to miss a chance.
And I want to know how the crowd going to be involved in this. Like, seriously, they do have a nice crowd. Up.
That was not smart. That was just not smart.
Those pressure. Who was that? Was that Hightower? Who got pressure at the front? Oh, yeah, TJ is back.
Since kickoff, they're going nuts here.
Punctured lung and all. TJ say he ready to play. And Derek Queen.
Home game in the playoffs.
I think the punctured lung in football is such a fascinating. I mean, it's a fascinating injury to get in football because we've seen that with Gronk. Do you remember when Gronk had that?
And Tyrod Taylor as well.
Yeah, that's a fascinating injury.
We see oftentimes they getting pain injections, and it's right under the rib cage, and that can happen. And unfortunately, they tell you how much of a practice medicine still is because it's happened multiple times, and you should almost have like X-ray equipment on the side to be able to hook somebody up and see exactly what you injecting real time. If not, have a machine do it these days. To be honest, but I let Big Pharma get nickel and diamonds and get their money how they get it.
It's a knee-high long.
Oh, this is crazy. I Googled it because I was interested to know how many players have had that injury, and it says Taylor, Reese, which I didn't realize Drew Brees had that, and TJ Watt. I did not realize Drew Brees had that. He had that in 2020.
And think about that. So he used an older guy, and his position allows him not to have to do it that way. But that's a pretty scary endeavor to be, 40, playing with a punctured lung. You get hit, you ain't the young guy you used to be. You see, like that's.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
You get to really see how mortal you are, and at the same time, those are the reasons why, as much as I don't like Aaron on the football field, to see somebody at 40 plus still playing the game.
Oh yeah, you gotta respect it.
Like,
that's my thing.
You taking real hits from real grown young men now. You taking hits from 24-year-olds now,
yeah.
and they trying to gun at you, like, because they got something to prove. They used to watch you on TV. And you still get the, outmaneuver them, the old man, and I think I can understand it a bit more these days, Chelsea. One, because me and him are around the same age, but two, I remember being the 20-year-old guy, and I can totally wow you on athleticism. And we used to always marvel at the older guy that was in basketball. The older guy learned how to shoot, and we wonder, why is he never going to the hole? And he always wanted to step back, but his jumper good. It's all of that type pro because he don't want to get hit, and the physical nature of banging in the paint ain't trying to do it no more. So he had made a new facet to his game. Not to mention, I like to pass the ball more than I did when I was younger in basketball and everything else, just because of the way in which it preserves your body and the way in which you think and process. Aaron is out there picking them apart with the old man game, I call it, because the tricks to everybody's defense, all the tricks of the trade, whereas the other guys, they got all the athleticism with little know-how, in my estimation. Or limited know-how, I should say, not little.
With my dad, I remember watching Brett Favre, and my dad, I remember him talking about Brett Favre. He's my age out there doing this, and it just gave me such an appreciation for the old guys out there still playing. So I respected Brett Favre, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Aaron Rodgers, obviously.
And in sport, they are old, but that's it.
This weekend's any indication of what we're going to
do. Nice hit right there. DK.
I mean, I don't consider them old. I don't consider them
No,
old.
in sports, they dinosaurs. Yeah, like for real. We totally agree with that one. For real, 40 playing this game, no less. Like, it was amazing when Vince Carter played basketball in his 40s, and he wasn't just half-assing. He still was doing it. He still can dunk now.
Oh man, that was overthrown, but flag thrown. Sorry, I got distracted by that.
But Aaron is the master at one. Like I told y'all yesterday, the free play and everything else. He kind of
true. Yes.
He deked him right there. What on his back shoulder? He know when his man is gonna beat him. Oh, I can't beat him. I'm still gonna throw it in this place right there because I know you're gonna get that flag. Whereas you gonna see like a younger guy try to fit it in tight. He gonna try to think he gonna dip back in. I.e. a Caleb to Luther. Other day, and he still should have cut in.
I gotta lock in and pay attention to Will Anderson Jr.
Well, Will is on defense.
He's not getting off the
whole way down the field.
Man, they're doing a good job at holding him.
Aaron Rodgers is going to look for that. They don't know if they can protect against those great pass rushers. So
G. Honda said yesterday his O-line need to have one of the best games of their life in order to win this game. And right now we seem to come to form. They come to play right now.
Is under center with the 1st and 10 and 2 tight ends.
He took on 2 players in that last one, the left tackle.
Down to the 27.
Run play here. Ooh, good, great run. That was a great run. First down. Wow.
They winning at the point of attack right now. And there was supposed to be a offside on the defense for real. They jumped neutrals on the faction. He just got back. But that line creating holes for him, and he patient. And I like Gainwell for this team.
Yeah, they're probably going to score here.
T. Miles, welcome in. How you feeling today, brother? Make sure y'all hit that like button.
In motion goes Thielen. There's the snap to Rodgers. Broke a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. He's now on the 25.
And he's so small. He's smallish out there, but he holds on to the ball a lot. He holds on to the ball pretty well.
Between the hash marks. Maneuvering, swerving, picking up 6. Another first down for Houston for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are on the move deep in Texan territory.
And a great 1-2 punch.
See who you want to win this game, man.
Gainwell, who's been a huge addition for them. Al-Shair.
Are you talking to me?
There in between.
Yeah, who you want to win, Chelsea?
In the center.
T. Miles, I asked, but who do you want the Steelers to win or the Texans?
I would love to see the Steelers and Bears.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So I remember how you framed it.
Yeah. I won't be mad. Like obviously, I wouldn't be mad if I see Will Anderson Jr. win a game. Like I'm not going to be mad about it. But I would like to see the old man Rodgers against the Bears, knowing the rivalry he's had with the Bears. Like I would like to see that.
And while I would never like to see it happen, how funny would it be? We beat the Packers this year. Exercise a quote-unquote demon. You get to the Super Bowl and you get to have Aaron Rodgers say he owns you again. I'll die. But got to play devil's advocate. Yeah. Oh my God. I own you one more time. I couldn't take it, Chelsea.
Sets up, arching spiral down the far sideline.
Dang. Will Anderson Jr. The defense
Steelers and Texans playing tonight.
Was it Thielen he was aiming for? 3rd and 10.
And that's G Honda. They are protecting very well tonight, man. I will not give you any pushback right now. Thus far, your line is playing with their hair on fire, if we call it that. And it's not necessarily resulting in points right now, but I like how the team is playing. Now it's going to be tough to see if you go for a field goal or go for the 4th down.
For another down, just throw the football away.
Valdez-Scantling is now in 3rd down 10 with the Steelers at the 21 of Houston. Rodgers has 5 wide. He's in the
going for a field goal here.
Yards away from his center in the gun. Arms outstretched, 4-man rush. There's the shotgun snap.
Boswell, a pretty reliable guy. 17-17.
The grab. Lassiter makes the hit. Gain is 7.
Okay.
4th and 3, and they're going to go here for 3. Kurt.
And I think I got some football trivia. Because I know Chelsea just said she Alabama person here, so I'm going to look something up myself. But how many teams have Alabama players on them that are in the playoffs?
Go to the sideline feeling pretty good with an early lead.
How many? Say that question again.
How many teams in the playoffs that remain have Alabama players on them?
Ooh, okay. That's a great question. So I know the Texans, obviously, with Will Anderson Jr. and Henry Toa. Wait, okay, so who else is left? We have Seattle Seahawks. They have Jalen Milroe, who's a backup quarterback.
Okay, yeah.
And what's the other teams in?
San Francisco, Denver.
Yeah. Okay, Broncos have Patrick Surtain from Alabama. And then 49ers have Mac Jones as a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I can name off the top of my head.
That's crazy.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get
iPhone look through.
advanced camera system on up.
Okay,
but there's definitely more. There's got to be more on there.
Now, I will be fair. I asked only about the teams that remain. Tell me about players that were on teams that are eliminated.
Okay, so I'll start off with the Eagles.
Okay, figured you'd go there first.
Yeah, Eagles have Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, Landon Dickerson.
Damn.
Green Bay Packers have Josh Jacobs. Now they have Trayvon Diggs.
T-Mobile.com.
Yep.
Dallas Cowboys have Quinnen Williams.
Tax season. And Tax Slayer is here to help you find
Let's see.
accuracy for your maximum
Trying to think of other. Miami has Tua Tagovailoa.
along the way.
And then they also got Minka Fitzpatrick back
And I'll help you
at Miami.
you deserve.
Let's see.
Talking calculator.
The playoffs itself. The playoffs itself got a lot of.
File fearless.
Yeah, the Ravens have Derrick Henry.
Up to 70% off is the kind
I can't name any. I'm trying to think of somebody off of the Chargers, but I can't think of any.
Oh, they have several. And I know why you can't think of them. I know why you can't think of them because it'll be out of sight, out of mind. But you and drop down a whole bunch. I'm gonna give you some names from players. From teams that's still there, just to see because it's one. It was 33 of the 14 teams that played. 33 Alabama players were in the playoffs. That's insane. Jahad Campbell. Landon Dickerson, as you said, Jalen Hurts, Cameron Latu, Devontae Smith, Tyler Steen, and Byron Young. The Chargers have Bradley Bozeman, Justin Eboigbe,
Oh yeah, Bozeman.
Deshaun Hand, and this is the person I know you forgot because he was injured, Najee Harris, and
Wait, hold up. I didn't realize Najee. Hold on, how did I miss that? I didn't realize Najee Harris got injured. Now I'm going to be searching that.
Yep, he on IR.
Wait, that's crazy. Yeah, that's right. No, I do remember that. I do remember he had the Achilles injury.
Yeah, and that was after the eye injury this year. And J.K. Scott. That's the fifth player for the Chargers. The Seahawks, Josh Joby, Jalen Milroe, Robbie Oots, Jaron Reed. Then you got Will Harrison, Henry To'oTo'o, and Christian Harris is the other Texan. New England Patriots got Christian Barmore, C.J. Dupree, or however you might say it, and Anthony Jennings. Carolina.
Dupree.
Okay, yep. LeBron Ray, Ashawn Robinson, and Bryce Young for Carolina, obviously.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention Bryce Young.
And then we got, you already mentioned Derek for the Ravens. In Green Bay, Trayvon, Josh Jacobs, and Xavier McKinney.
Oh yeah, I didn't list Xavier McKinney. I forgot about him. Oh yeah, there's another one too. I can't remember where Kool-Aid McKinstry went.
Kool-Aid, where did Kool-Aid McKinstry play? Damn. Somebody was talking about Kool-Aid today. No, somebody was talking about Kool-Aid today.
Some booze in the stands.
Yeah, he went to the Saints.
Okay.
On that Nico Collins.
Yeah, he went to the Saints. But man, I love Kool-Aid because he ended up getting, whenever NIL came out, he ended up getting a sponsor by Kool-Aid.
Stroud under center, march the back, 3rd and 1.
The Jets better let everybody go, G Honda. The whole kid and caboodle. I mean, president, he should terminate himself and everything else. They need to start from the bottom. Like nuke the whole ground.
First quarter, 3-0 Pittsburgh.
Wow, there was penetration in the backfield right there. Couple black jerseys.
I'm in
Marks gets the football, but does a nice job of squirting in between.
A union, as everyone knows, and I think you got to be way more ruthless in a few ways as a steward and so on and so forth than human nature would allow because of precedent. I just got a message probably across my phone. It's the funniest thing in the world. That the level of things I have to grieve, but I have to do so based on the position more so than the person.
First plays in which the Texans have
no matter how petty I may think it is.
Have not used 6 offensive linemen. In fact, both.
Wait, petty? Did you say how petty?
Yeah, I think
more than any other team.
A lot of things I may not agree with.
That, but obviously they want to protect their offensive
in terms of the why
You better believe it. Second down.
Or the what, I should say. But I understand the why.
Quick snap to the quarterback.
So far be it. One, my position is the lowest level. So you can confer before you make a lot of decisions. And when you see some of these things, it's the president telling you, or giving marching orders, for lack of a better term. And sometimes it's like, I really got to file a grievance about that. But
he's a guy that can break at any time out. So even on wide receivers,
file a grievance.
Yeah, gotta file grievances about things in the union so that you can prevent violations of the contract. Bosses want to get the job done and get the most that they can get done. Nice catch by number 15. Who is number 15?
No.
19.
I think I'm ahead. They got an interception.
Oh, you are. You one play ahead of me then.
Holy cow! What the fuck was that? They tried. Oh my gosh! How did you try that? Like, well, that was dumb. Like, I would not have done that. Whatever.
Throwing it across the middle, smooth as silk.
That was so stupid.
The flea flicker. The execution was dumb.
It's a flea flicker.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Why would you?
Because I have no idea why he stepped up into that one. You got, and that's where he's not elusive enough for a play like that to break down. And that's where you got to know your personnel. Yeah, right here. He
took hit from both sides, like
and on that throwing shoulder, and that's critical.
That was open for a touchdown. If they don't get pressure.
And that's where if that's not a G Honda splash play, so that's all that matters. Not a G, it's not a G Honda splash play. Give me a moment.
A big part of what they do because of their defense. Great turn of events right there by the Steelers D.
They just had 7 giveaways in their last 14 games, but they just lost one right there with heavy penetration. Steelers take over. 2:02 first quarter. Pittsburgh 3-0 over Houston. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night.
Kool-Aid is good. His mom called him Kool-Aid. I'm calling him Kool-Aid.
Clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks. Individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider. What's for you?
I think G Honda was Googling him.
Yeah, you was. Someone G Honda splash play en route.
Your doctor will do blood tests before and during
treatment. Really?
Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have
symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more irritable, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, Mama, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have.
I mean, I like it. Like, I'm fine with it. But,
no. Hey, look, Chelsea.
To learn more,
this is why fathers need to be in the birthing room, and you got to be around for your kids, so this don't happen.
It's a nickname. No, I mean it's a nickname. Like I'm fine. Like
no, I ain't talking about Kool. I ain't talking about Kool-Aid. I'm not talking about Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid cool. I'm talking about I'm talking about his government. I'm talking about his government title. What was your mama thinking? You got to put that up. He can't be my accountant.
It sounds cool. Wait. What's the problem with it? Because I think it sounds cool.
Okay. You letting is JaQuincy gonna be your broker?
Ranger for the ones who get it.
My broker?
Yeah, your stockbroker.
If he's got a good reputation.
No. I ain't talking. No, I'm saying on the surface, you are the hiring manager, and JaQuincy come across your desk as far as a resume.
Don't think you get what we're doing.
I don't discriminate.
No,
against,
don't think like you. We got to think like the general. Yeah, this is what this means. This is what it means. This is what it means. I myself wouldn't care because
you're talking about in general.
Yeah, because I would read past and read your resume.
Even though it's something I wouldn't do.
It's superficial as hell. but it could be a hindrance to
They
you.
would do the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, I would hope they would do the right thing, but obviously that's not always going to be the case. Like, but you're not always going to have situations like that. But I mean, I really would hope that people would do the right thing with that.
They not. I'm not working. I'm working under. I guess.
Yeah, it's a cruel world. Like, you're always going to have. There's always going to be good and evil in the world. So.
And this is like seriously. My daughter being Sapphire. I don't need to name her that. She can be Emily. She can be Emily.
No, he didn't catch that.
No, he didn't. Did he drop it?
But the front end came through for their.
I have to see that play again. I have to see the replay because I don't know if it was just overthrown or if it was just slipped out of his hands. I don't know what happened with that.
Plucked out of the air where there was.
He took a couple of hits when he was trying to.
Turnover, great job.
Oh, he just didn't come up with it. It was dropped. He should have came up with that.
Damn it, DK.
He should have came up with that.
And you the biggest dude on the field, so your catch radius.
He just knows it. Do you see Aaron Rodgers' face whenever he sees his wide receiver drop a pass? He touches the look of disappointment.
No chill. He got disgust on his face all the time, like an old man.
Yeah, disgust, which I don't mind. Like, I think it's good to see.
I don't mind it. If you ain't what they say, showing up your play. I don't mind when you pissed. I don't mind when you mad when you throw an interception. Everything you do on the field, I'm seriously okay with it because as long as it ain't dirty, it's how you feel right then. You pissed off that he missed it. DKU's pissed too. I know they pissed when he gets slow and gets sacked. I know they be like, damn, I was open. Because tell me on the last play, whoever CJ was supposed to hit with that pass, they wasn't pissed.
There's a short pass. Valdez-Scantling on the numbers at the 49 of Pittsburgh.
What was that?
I would hire you. Your name was Fist Stick.
On a Pittsburgh gain of 5, but they're going to be short.
I know. Did you see that? I was laughing. I was trying not to laugh out loud when you were talking because I seen that and I was like, oh man, that's
I can't stand this dude, man.
To get that
he said I would. He would hire me. He would hire me if my name was Fish Stick.
That's
well, thank you, G Honda.
Like I wouldn't care. Fish Stick Monroe, you're hired.
Fish Stick Monroe.
Like we gotta get it. That's the craziest. At least he gonna read the resume first. You know, like L. Woods, he had the scratch and sniff resume, so that's what got people to want to read her resume. It was a scratch and sniff. So maybe if her name was Destiny or one of them pole dancer names they come up with, Phoenix. Maybe like, oh, it smells good. Let me read this resume. So you're right. What's it? JaQuincy. If JaQuincy had a nice little fragrance to his resume or something, his resume better stand out. I'm talking about upon receipt for me to get past JaQuincy, because you just queue for the rest of your life with me. I'm talking about the cool boss. You're gonna be G, or you're gonna be Quincy, or you can be Q. Which one you want? We're not calling you JaQuincy ever. We will not. We can't even introduce that. And I ain't. Call me what you want. You can be Q. You can be an initial. You can be GQ if you want. You can't be JaQuincy.
The way you show up for the playoffs. I mean, for those at home, you're not in your pajamas.
That's funny.
Chelsea, I think
you guys really don't like that name.
No, it was a comedian, and he said something last week. I watched it last week, and he talked about cultural difference and the opportunities for nicknames. And he's like,
and you do too. All right.
And this is obviously who you call the exception to the rules, i.e. Anthony McFarland. You know who Anthony McFarland is, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and so he is one of the few because he actually played an NFL sport. That's why Booger gets to be called his nickname on camera. And so we get into what they classify as Caucasian nicknames.
Just take a deep breath.
Skip Bayless, Flip, Dick, and shit like that. Those nicknames can carry that. You can have that from 5 to 75. No one will question you being called Skip. But if you 67 and called Pookie,
sitting in traffic,
nobody really trying to put they ain't gonna try to put Kool-Aid
during your lunch break.
on the news team if he didn't play sports. Kool-Aid would not be the nickname that's gonna stay with you at 60. You here to drop this nickname. But because he's a celebrity, he gets to do that. The average person of his ilk, if you ain't playing sports, they ain't calling him Booger. You ain't Booger in nobody's corporate setting. I bet you. You're not putting Booger McFarland CPA.
Wait. Is Booger, is that not his real name either? Booger McFarland?
His name Anthony.
Is that, I always called him Booger. I thought his name was Booger.
Yeah, because he played football, and you can go by nicknames in football because that's where it's accepted for you to do so. Otherwise, if he was head of marketing, he couldn't be Booger.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh, along with two of my favorites, Kurt Warner and Ross.
The way in which the comedian obviously breaks it down is by far funnier. But I got to thinking about it, and you really start to think half of the nicknames, and that's due to the nicknames that are chosen for you. You got to do away with them, and that's blaming, like I said, blaming your mama. Because why she name you JaQuincy or John Tavius and all them other type of fancy names that I guess all of them was made up. So you got me there. But don't make it hard for your kids. You're supposed to make their life easier. That's all I'm saying.
Watch the fans kind of shuffle in.
You get teased a lot. Richard, you think do you think Dick was his nickname at 6? He couldn't be Dick. He got teased until he was 22. He got to be grown before Dick was accepted. Because imagine that being little boys, and that's his nickname. And all he got was teased. They wouldn't have threw his resume in the garbage. Oh, CJ, what are you doing?
He's not been making the best decisions. They got a first down here, though.
Like, I don't know if it'd be like his awareness at times, or if the center is really playing poor, and they really have been bad since Bobby Slowick got was let go, I believe, last year after his second year.
He just turned and ran sideways. It's just like.
Well, there's one commentator, I can't think of his name, but he commentates the Duke and Carolina games a lot. He's the college basketball commentator. G Honda might know him, or you might know him, but his name's Dick. I don't know if that's his real name, though.
Dick Vitale?
Yeah, Vitale. Yeah, I couldn't think. I always want to call him Dick Van Dyke, and he's not Dick Van Dyke. But he had cancer and had to step away for a while.
Kirk is so good.
The 4 Greek elements. Hey, Chili say only one athlete nicknamed after one of the 4 Greek elements. I get you with the air. he can't even walk around. They weren't gonna call him Air neither. Whatever Michael's nickname is in real life, I bet you he can be called that if he wasn't Mike. He know a female named Kobeante. Why does he be lying? Why does he lie? Kobeante, G Honda.
Oh, what a catch.
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for
station identification.
Coast to coast and around the world, this is Westwood One. Your home for the NFL.
Let's see if
Super Bowl 6.
Texans can come up with a touchdown here. I'll be shocked if the Texans win this. I really will.
Well, you see, at this moment, I'm going to be with you. Because it appears that both of y'all got some semblance of defense, but your offense is more stagnant. With no run game.
Oh, man. That was a good run from the Texans just now.
Yeah, just as soon as I say you ain't got no run game, you go do something. Like, shut up. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Hold my beer. That's hilarious.
So far, once again, he's right on the
like, see, this is why my Tony Romo ain't gonna work for you for predictions and what have you. Jim's gonna go wrong.
Early second quarter. It's at the 33-yard line with Houston under center as Stroud. He gets the snap on first and 10. He hands off to Marks, who goes over the left tackle, spun off the defender, corkscrewing his way near the Houston 40.
Oh, I wanted to do a side-by-side because I have the YouTube TV where I can do the multi-screen view.
Okay.
And I wanted to see the Manning cast too, because whenever the Mannings are covering it as well, I like it.
They funny to me.
I keep seeing
they are. That's why.
Back on the field. Is there a problem down there with
I like when they had Marshawn on twice. Now it's got Marshawn.
Oh yeah,
person.
he is. He is
lit.
something. He
always
is
lit.
entertaining. Yeah.
He got a show.
Nick Herbig got him around
Nick
the legs,
Herbig
tore
out there
him
doing
down.
his big one.
Only a gain of 1, bringing up 3rd and 3 for the Texans. Trailing 3-0. They're at their own 40. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Chat, if you're not actually watching the game, what you think gonna happen next? Because what you hearing is already happening.
They got J.J. Watt on the Manning cast right now.
Because his brother out here.
Yep, that's exactly why. You already know.
The secondary, Stroud in the gun.
And he got his brother a direct tie-in anyway. Both of y'all played in the league. Good catch for you. Did he catch that? Yeah, he caught that.
March the 46. It was grabbed there by Schultz, who was facing his quarterback.
Dalton
He
Schultz.
picks up 6. It was congested around him, but they do get the first down. Gain of 6 through the air. 1st and 10, Houston.
I swear, the puppy, the glove. See, back in the day, the like the nicknames they acquired was cool, Chili. Like.
Pushes and runs down the middle of the field. And
he said the glove.
There was a huge
Ain't nobody going around calling himself the glove after the OJ shit. Yes, he was, man. He still was the glove. Oh, my God. Chili, hey, look. I never thought about that one time when I was a shorty, man. When I was a kid, and we got I got to be Johnny Cochran when I was in 7th grade. And we had
for real?
That's
crazy.
I was in 7th grade when that trial happened. So we had a substitute. My teacher had a baby and she was out on maternity leave. We had a substitute and he let us like act the trial out of you, if you will, and come up with our own verdict. And that's my first legal crack right there. And think about it, when I talk about grievances and everything, it's all related to your contract language and law. And when I write down goes to an arbitrator, so it's actual legal documentation. So it's like you a low-level public defender. I won't say lawyer. That's too strong. But you get to do work in that capacity. So it's kind of funny. You're making an argument. Your contentions, so on and so forth.
Doing a nice job right now of winning the line of scrimmage.
Whenever
on this drive.
That happened, I want to say, so the murder happened in like June or something like that. I wasn't born. I was like born a month after. I was born in July. Yeah, so I wasn't even born yet whenever all that went down. But
the 32 of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chili, that Broncos trash.
Chubb looks great, along with
I remember when it came across. This is ironic. It came across the radio when I was getting ready to get on the bus. My dad was dropping me off. It comes across the radio that OJ had been arrested. And I was in 8th grade when this happened, I think. And I was like, who's OJ? That's when I first learned about OJ Simpson. When I got to school, I was Googling the heck out of OJ Simpson. And I was fascinated with him ever since.
Well, see, I cracked up at that particular, what you talking about right there, more than likely, because that's when OJ went to jail for stealing his own shit.
Yeah, so trying to get back his
Heisman trophy and everything. I don't blame you for wanting it. I blame you for trying to strong arm it back. It's just funny that I know ironic crimes like that where somebody would be what you think is harmless. Like I know somebody would kick the door in and they got a home invasion charge. The funniness about that is it was their home, but it was in somebody else's name. So thus the home invasion. Ain't that a bitch? Kicked your own door in, but according to the paperwork, you kicked somebody else's door in.
Marks is a little bit slow to
Go to
get
jail.
up at the tail end of that play. For some
They waited forever to bring back the Ford Bronco after all that.
Okay, so have you not seen the new ones? They get like crayon colors and everything now.
So on this drive,
I gotta Google them. I Google everything.
I fuck with those. I think my wife liked those.
It's the starting running back.
Yeah, my friend, she got Ford Bronco, and it was nice. I don't know. She was talking about getting something else, so I don't know if she ended up selling it or what.
I seen one. It was like, I guess, electric blue or Honolulu blue.
Oh, yep. I see that one right now.
Yeah.
I like this one. Whatever
I'm partial.
this is.
I'm partial to
Whatever
blue.
color this is.
Yeah, they got all
This
types
one's
of
like
crayon
a
colors.
multicolor. The multicolor with the white
With
and
the white.
I think it's like a orange red or something. I like that multicolor.
They got so many
one.
different brands to it. That's what I'm saying. Like they find ways to cycle and make things appealing. But when that one back in the day, that Ford Bronco, even though it was brand new, that was the worst thing ever. I don't know what they was thinking about. And they was out in the chasing the thing, like it wasn't getting no speed. They was driving slow as hell. That was a low speed. That was a low speed chase.
You know why they were doing that though? They didn't want to.
The time to talk.
Man,
like it was a sensitive situation.
You on a low speed chase in your big ass Bronco. You thought you was inconspicuous in that big ass white truck.
We can do more.
They ain't never gonna think it's us. You should have been in a minivan.
Did you see what's it called? It's the FX documentary, kind of like they covered. Okay, so you watched the OJ versus the people on the FX series. Man, that was so good. They did so well with that.
We can do something about
As well as you could
can
to
come
recreate,
together to
yeah.
support the best research
You know,
for
that's when I
safer,
feel like
more
I could be like
cures for our kids.
back in my day,
Come together
because I saw it in real life.
to research fund.
I will say I didn't really care for my. I thought that what's his name, Cool J, or no, not Cool J. What's his name?
It's enough already.
So the actor, or you talking about
Go to
The actor that played OJ. I wasn't really like. I didn't think he was a good fit to play OJ, but whatever.
Well, you know, I think in those instances, I'm more so concerned with how you portray the storyline.
Oh yeah, I thought the storyline, that was just like a minor thing, but overall, like the whole storyline, I thought was great.
There you said it.
Touchdown.
You said it.
Yeah, they got the.
I was about to hit the button for touchdowns. This ain't my team.
That is a touchdown.
Christian Kirk with a touchdown. Houston now leads 6-3. Yeah, I was about to let one go over here. Like, nope, this is my team. They don't care about this touchdown. G Honda care about this touchdown. I care about it a little bit.
Love the play design. Wide receiver.
Go back and get another touchdown, G Honda. I know what comebacks look like. We've seen it, so.
Christian Kirk starts on the other side and just wraps.
And Duke.
Why was I calling him?
Not a great throw.
I don't know why I said Cool J, but anyways, it was Cuba
Gooding. Yeah, well, you know, but Cuba's not really. I like Cuba, but Cuba's not a good actor to me. Let me tell you, my favorite movie for Cuba ain't got nothing to do with Boys in the Hood or nothing else.
Oh yeah, I think he's a great. I thought he's been great in other projects.
Radio, he was good in, and I can't think of my favorite. He in there with De Niro, and he in the Navy. Based on a true story. Based on a true story.
Bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast.
He lost his leg. He was an amputee. He was a master diver. Carl Bashir.
Fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost.
Leslie Sunday was.
Go to your happy plates every day.
He played in Men of Honor.
Men of Honor, I think that's the name of it. I want my 12 cookie.
No substitution. Not valid with other promotions. Prices may vary.
With Robert De Niro.
And then he played in A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men.
10. Up to 70% off is the kind of deal
Men of
that'll
Honor
leave
is
you
the one
feeling
I think I'm talking about, though.
stunned and make you
Yeah,
whisper
Men of
things
Honor
out.
is the one. Yeah, he was Jerry Maguire, Chili. Show me the money. Show me the money. He was serious.
Normal, but it's not
Tom Cruise.
too good. Shop new clearance markdowns now.
Jihan to be, let me tell you something, Jihan. The Duke Blue is the best blue, but North Carolina's the best school.
I think I don't like. I've never been a fan of Duke Blue. I like Carolina Blue.
Oh well, let me give you something real quick before I go get me a snack. If you can, if you still in the stream over there, I want you to
and support visibly
take this
thicker,
visual
fuller hair.
we got going on.
Don't wait for the next season to start. Go to
right
Nutrafol.com/men for your game plan. That's Nutrafol.com/men
and as
to
long,
start today.
which will be the rest of my life and past my death, I will be a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and they wear the royals of blue and the purest of whites. Not to mention my birthstone is the blue zircon, and that is much more closely associated with royal blue than it is Carolina. So while I cheer for Carolina blue endlessly and I root vigorously against Duke,
jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started.
I gotta go with royal blue being the best. No chili, navy blue is not the best either. I wear navy blue every day. It's called my United States Postal Service uniform. And y'all don't know about the bromance because it's the brothers-in-law. See, it's certain things I learned in my life out here. You don't let people judge you. Me and my brother-in-law, that's my bromance right there. Hence why we the brothers-in-law. You see how you pop in the chat. We ready.
Now, I will say, like, I do like how you have the orange and blue. I do like that, which obviously is for the Bears. But
yeah, I love them. That's my favorite. That's my favorite team of all my teams. I love the Cubs. I fuck with the Bulls. I used to love the Bulls. I fuck with the Bulls. Now I tolerate y'all. I'm more.
Tolerate you all.
Yeah, I'm more apathetic for the Bulls right now. As long as they got the owner they have, unfortunately, they're gonna be mediocre to trash. They're gonna be stuck in purgatory. So I don't have any high hopes for success. We not drafting the Derrick Rose anytime soon. And Mike ain't walking through that door, so. It is what it is. You suck.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Intentional grounding? On Aaron Rodgers, I'm trying to look and see this again.
Damn. Yeah, let's look at that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because
he was still in the
Jr. got on him.
all into him, and he was still in the line. He just dumped that. He wasn't trying to do nothing. He wasn't trying to throw it towards nobody. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about with age. He trying to avoid getting drilled right there. It ain't just a sack; it's the hit. You trying to take the least amount of hit he can get. He don't want to get smacked like that.
On the quarterback, Rodgers. Offense, number 8. That includes a loss of down. Third down.
Look, Rob, what were we talking about? Because I got so just. We were talking about the colors.
Yeah, we probably talking about blue. Also, we probably talking about blue, but right then, that pressure was crazy, and that's what I can say. The elderly, you don't want to get hit at that age.
Hey, what up? That was good. Quick pass. Like.
Towards the line of scrimmage.
Wait, did they come up with the ball?
Play by Will Anderson to force.
Wait, well, that wasn't even a. Oh, they got him on 4th down.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 20.
I thought.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 21.
I thought they were so. I thought they were closer than that.
The rush come in off that right tackle position.
Steelers need a G Honda splash play.
And so now Rodgers is faced with 3rd down and 21. Back at his Pittsburgh 27.
And it's crazy because that was like a good screen, but it just wasn't good enough.
Big hit from Hunter. Shotgun snap, drops back, 4-man rush, throws up the middle, game ball 30.
His helmet looks so funny these days.
37 of the Steelers, then tackled around the ankles.
Hey, but on a side note,
it is a gain of 10. It's 4th and 11 for Pittsburgh.
You can always blame the individual, but it is kind of weird that very few people, at least the immediate family, don't talk to Aaron. I want to be on the fly on the wall for that. I want to know who wrong in this situation.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I did watch the interview a while back that Aaron Rodgers did with Tucker Carlson, and he talked a little bit about it. But, I mean, I don't think it's like a right or wrong type of situation. I think it's just more of they don't agree on things, and Aaron Rodgers chooses not to be around that. Like, he doesn't. Like, you would just have to. I'll send you the interview, but.
And the only reason I said it, I framed it in that way because my grandmother used to have a saying, and there's 3 sides to every story: yours, mine, and the truth.
or sleeping.
Yeah.
And so I would like to be a fly on the wall just to see what the rift is in general, whether it's philosophical, whether it's relationship oriented, and so maybe I probably did.
I'll send you the
interview.
The link to to that interview, because he gets into details about some of the things that happen, but
team to help get you there. Don't cross your fingers.
If what he's saying is true,
I mean, it's his side.
It does kind of show how his brother was. You know what's funny is watching. So his brother works for the SEC network.
Yeah, he went to Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny is for the longest time watching him, I was like, dang, he kind of reminds me of Aaron. There was just some instances where I'm like, man, he kind of looks like Aaron Rodgers, and because I never paid attention to his name or anything like that. And then I just happened to look at the screen one day and see where it said Jordan Rodgers, and I started Googling. Well, I'll be dang, that's his brother.
It is. Yeah, he wasn't as good. He had a cup of coffee in the league, made a practice squad or two, but just like Carson's little brother Jordan, he wasn't too good.
I think Aaron Rodgers felt like his brother was just trying to use him to advance his career. And
we'd like to thank you for joining us for Westwood One's broadcast of the NFL playoffs, and give an extra special shout out to the over
Erica, welcome in. How you doing today?
Women in uniform.
Go Steelers, and hit that like button if you like the Steelers. I wouldn't be hitting the like button myself, but if you do, hit the like button.
Our members are the mission. Learn more at NavyFederal.org.
Yeah, come on, halftime, because
and the Texans,
your boy about to get into this dinner. We might have a cliffhanger of a night to find out if G Honda can come through, have a bit more of a listen in, and I might engage in the text chat while I punch away, because he's obviously going to have to mute this mic. This boy got to get into it, Joe. Let me see. Let's look at it right now. We'll do it live. I have walked.
Directed right, cut left over the guard. On the hash, picked up 4. Curtin. He's out to the 20.
I ain't do too much today. Only 13,782 steps today. So nothing. That's a little over 6 miles, 6.23 miles. That's nothing. So
hey, I was hoping so what was yours again?
13.
Always trying to win those early downs.
13,782.
2nd down and 6.
Oh, I beat you. Okay.
Yeah, today.
So competitive. Mine was 13,799.
Okay, I dig it.
I barely.
I dig it.
I'm so competitive. I'm so competitive. I was trying to get people to join my Discord, my health thing, trying to compete with me on steps, but nobody would do it.
Now, and see, I got something on noon that I do with my sister and my wife and a couple of my frat brothers. You can, obviously on your phone, download the app or whatever and have your pedometer going, and you can make money for, earn points for, what you call it, like Amazon gift cards, so on and so forth. You can get points to buy gift cards. Usually I get them going. Holidays, get to disperse them, or birthdays, get somebody a nice little gift card to go along with whatever. Chili like that. Hey, G Honda getting a little sprinkle plays, but he ain't getting no G Honda splash plays.
Field position to Aaron Rodgers in this offense.
The Texans never turn the ball over, but
the Steelers indeed are the better defense as it stands right now. That's crazy to even think.
Cuts over the right side. Oh, closing the door. No place to go. Was that Petrie?
That was Petrie.
Petrie.
He came like a torpedo and throws Gainwell for a loss.
He came in like a torpedo.
24-yard line of the Houston Texans.
Came in like a torpedo. I like how you said that.
He gives them
so
much. flexibility defensively. He can play on the back end.
I was talking to the wife about the other day.
He can attack like a linebacker right there.
The guy for the Bears has been doing a scoreboard for 47 years. And you think, like, back in his day, what he had to do to get his job versus 40 years later, what type of degree or something they're going to make you have to get to be a statistician and a scoreboard operator.
They had it at the 21 of Houston.
When back in his day, it was like, hey, put these numbers up every time somebody scores.
In the wrong direction. Wow. But again, you get afraid to
that
hold
damn
the
simple.
football too long if you're
But
Aaron
now he got to have a
Rodgers.
technical
Look down
degree.
the field.
Not him, but the new people.
To open up, just had to kick it to the left,
yeah.
back on the swing
And now
route.
it's a whole job.
To the outside. Comes up and makes a great open field tackle.
3rd and 14, 25 of Houston. Rodgers in the gun. Gainwell off his left hip. He looks at a 4-man front.
I'm distracted right now watching, seeing what they're going to do.
3rd and 14, shotgun snap, 4-man rush. Cocks his arm. Messy pocket throws to Gainwell, far side 20. On the sideline 15.
I wish Rachel was around today. She had a question in the Discord earlier today that said the Steelers lost. Would they fire Secret Squirrel, aka Mike Tomlin?
How many times are we going to get down here against this great defense?
I said
into a 4th and short.
It's a possibility depending on how they lose. And I was reading through, and G Honda believed he should have been gone already.
On this drive,
13-yard line.
And I think he think like a lot of Steelers fans.
Will be in the shotgun. It's 4th and 2.
Good catch.
You know it.
1st and goal.
There's the shotgun snap. The fake handoff. The quick throw.
Not much to gain there.
To the 9. 1st and goal to go. The short pass to Thielen.
Adam Thielen is 16. A little veteran presence.
The 9, 1st and goal Steelers.
A very similar play to what the
Texans
Texans
nice play action.
A little run.
I was going to tell you, I sent you the link to that interview.
Okay.
Now, Tucker Carlson's not my favorite. His voice gets on my nerves, but I watched the interview because it had Aaron Rodgers in it, and I was interested to see what he had to say. And he did get into details about that family rift. So,
and even if I hate your voice, if you got good questions, can I get some good
oh yeah,
questions?
I thought it was great. I thought they discussed the whole issues with I'm afraid to even say it right now, but the thing that happened back in 2020, 2021.
I'm gonna get into it, and that's why I think we gotta get better at having I guess actual Discord discussions. Like sometimes it might be a pressing issue. We pop straight to the VC.
And get across the line.
The Texans.
You got any voice chat set up in your Discord, by the way?
Pittsburgh, 2nd down and goal. Got the snap.
Me?
Yeah.
Gets the block.
Yeah, I do. I haven't used it yet.
Okay.
I was about to go.
It's a neat tool. You can use it on your phone and everything else. So it's not like, it's just beholden to the computer. If you got Discord on the phone, so that used to help me out sometimes.
I got it set up just because I was thinking about using it for like my OBS. Like if I was to have somebody on my lives that I could do what you do using Discord.
Downfield. Offense number 54. That penalty's declined. Result of the play. 3rd down.
Third down
and goal. This seems like a
3rd and goal. Got that quick.
Size and his leaping ability.
Well, you would think so, but this is moving them back. This gets
the one I just seen, they're 4th and goal. Wow, Anderson Jr. The defense, wow.
Will is moving and grooving.
Okay, so
3rd and goal.
Erica, how's your evening
going? He's creating pressure. Got Aaron Rodgers tripped up.
Anybody out there with him, going to play more of a zone coverage and force you to find a hole.
3rd down goal. Ball at the Texan 8 after the fumble by Stroud. Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers ain't going like that.
Nobody don't want to take none of that.
Looks like messy pocket. He's hit.
Messy pocket.
Down he goes. Sacked at the 18.
Anderson and Daniil.
Cut him again. They throw him for a loss of 9. Field goal unit.
So glad Daniil play here. Yeah, he was so frustrated when he get down. When he go down.
3-point try.
He an old curmudgeon for an old man.
Oh,
you tried to get to Will.
Aaron had good time.
He crawled to him.
One-on-one with Gainwell to the left-hand side. No separation there. He's holding it.
That was tenacity. Way to back it up and get it back to your
to
quarterback.
get outside and hopefully create an opportunity.
Look at him.
Do we know who plays the Broncos yet?
Sponsored by Gusto. If you run a small business, you've got to try Gusto. Get unlimited
I
payroll
don't
runs
believe
and
so.
get your
So
payroll
the three,
taxes
no,
filed
yeah, we do know Buffalo.
Offer healthcare.
Oh yeah, I was just searching it. Yeah, I seen where it says.
They the sixth seed.
Wow, that's gonna be an interesting game.
Yeah, go to Mile High. I think Buffalo has the savvy team to get to see a Vrabel-led team.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, in some ways, because I saw it up for plus 6,500 and I didn't bet it for just nostalgic purposes anyway. I should have bet Steelers. I mean, Bears Patriots.
Now. Wait, we're famous? Oh well.
Because you start to look at matchups.
Payroll, benefits, and
this will be a rematch. This will be a rematch between the Bills and Broncos because the Bills stomped
New clearance
the Broncos earlier.
And this game, no matter who the winner is, if what do you call it, the other team is able to win, that's a rematch as well, right there. Because you're gonna have Joshy trying to beat who beat him twice, or split the game with him for New England.
In store and online at Kohl's. Select styles, some exclusions
That'll be round 3 for them, like the Bears and Packers. That'll be round 3 for them in the AFC Championship game.
Chimichurri filet mignon. It's a factor meal.
Oh, well, now there you go.
Wait, they let you eat like that in the pros?
Oh,
and if I'm to have a game, and as far as the NFC Championship game goes, for the pro, I mean for the NFC Championship, then we will indeed be playing a rematch
I am so in.
with the Niners.
I was watching an interview with Stephon Diggs. I don't think he got many yards. Like his stats, I don't think were good in that game.
Well, Drake Maiden had a good statistical game. The defense stood on their head, and they made enough plays on the other side to put them away.
You're dripping tonight. That's
so I got to go sometimes. Survive in advance.
I laid out my clothes, kind of the Garanimal look. This matches with this.
Way easier to be like, oh, we can fix what we didn't do well this week. If you have a next week, lose and there's no next week to fix it. So I think like hell, we talk about it. I really don't have much doubt that my team can come back. But do they have to come back? Can you just go out there and win a game and not come back? That's what I want to see you do that. You kick my feet up. I got to do that twice this year.
I think because I'm not obviously it's not. It'd be different if it was me watching the Dallas Cowboys, but I think because it's not my team, I kind of like watching the Bears come back.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy it. It's like I know they can do it, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, well, see, for a 60-minute game, I don't want to stress out for 48 minutes, and then the last 12 are exciting, but the last 2 can give me a coronary.
So they're going to break down all the first half action.
Yeah.
And look ahead to next week. By the way,
they really give me a level of anxiety.
I know. It's like me. Okay, so your reactions crack me up because it's like watching me with the games. Because you saw how I was just watching the Eagles. It's like I'm a whole nother level when it's my own team. So. Yeah, your reactions, they're good. I'm like, man, you gotta breathe.
No, it be feeling like, man, I know damn well y'all didn't do what I think you just did. And then, what my dude on Lloyd say, and then you go do something like this and totally redeem yourself. I'm talking about straight Dumb and Dumber type shit. That's how y'all get me out there. Have me feeling like Harry and Lloyd. Because y'all do something wrong for 40 minutes of a game. And I'm exaggerating a little bit because it's really oftentimes a tale of two halves. But a lot of times, what, 3 quarters you bad? And then the last one like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
All right,
and play good.
You know, this is shaping up to
Don't stress me out.
Sure, coming in.
That's what I always say. It's like, why you want to stress me out for?
Like, if my team did what they do in the fourth quarter, Chelsea, it can be just as exciting for you.
Couple turnovers by them. Good job by
Just do it in 2 quarters for me.
Just enough.
That's the next step.
I don't know. I like watching it's so impressive to watch them come back.
It is.
That's what I like.
But I don't want to do it.
It's impressive, but they stress you. Like, I get it. They stress you out doing it.
It stressed my coach too. I know it. And it's funny. Like, he at the beginning of the year in training camp, he showed them video of the Falcons and Patriots game, the 28-3 game. And
on the other side saying, hey,
obviously, you got 2 people in the locker room that were on both sides of that matchup.
23-yard line of the Texans.
So they get to, with Tooney and Grady Jarrett. So both of them get to speak about their experiences. One of them blowing the 25-point lead. The other one overcoming it. And, you get the one seed that it's possible to blow it if you don't do what you got to do, abuse the defense. And on the other side, if people leave certain cracks in the armor, you got an opportunity to come back. And while I know they embrace it and feel confident in it stresses you out, and sometimes you run out of time. I mean, we've seen that a couple times this year. Caleb against Green Bay threw an interception.
Yeah. Now, what do you think? Do you think it's more of the offense needs to improve, or do you think it's more of the defense needs to improve?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about a unit, I know without question that it's the defense that needs to improve.
That's what I was thinking too. Because
yeah,
I was
absolutely.
That's been my main concern, because I think I talked about this on my own live. I'm just like, I really have a lot of confidence in the Bears. The only thing that gets me is their defense. Like, I see where they give up a lot, and I don't like that. But I do think they're strong contenders for the Super Bowl. I do.
But you see, even when people even say things like that, and I try to tell everybody, in football, you have a few dominant defenses, and everybody else is opportunistic. And what that means to me is timely stops. And if we can analyze this in this regard, because I don't like my defense, but my defense in the second half of that game gave up 6 points.
And you come up there on third down, and you have
And
to
so
get the first down.
everybody's like, "Oh, you terrible this, terrible that." My defense gave up 6 points, Chelsea. And let me put it in the context for people that we don't usually get to talk about on my defense, because it's the only thing that the people say is good. We gave up 6 points without creating a takeaway. Well, without actually getting a takeaway. We created several. We just didn't capitalize on picking them up. But 4 times a ball could have went our way that didn't, and yet we still held them to 6 points. Twice on our own merit on offense did a tight end fumble the ball, and they call it a non-catch, when in fact his teammate recovered the ball and we kept drives going. And my defense on those instances had to go back on the field quicker than usual and still managed to give up 6 points and a half. So yes, they are on the whole a bad unit when we come to metrics and what your eyes tell you for the most part. But it's also unmissed by anybody, or most people, that my team has missed or has been charged with missing the most games this year due to injury. And with the exception of left tackle
is there a dispute over
and Roma Dunze,
which team?
None of that other stuff is on the offense. It's all defense. I done play with third stringers, backups, people we signed. Jalen Mabin Johnson, you know him?
Took a break, and that's why we're stopping.
So wait, who'd you say?
Jalen Mabin Johnson, I believe is his name. You know him?
Texans lead on a short touchdown.
No.
That's my 7th string practice squad linebacker that played for the Lions 2 years ago. That is a union steward for the Players Union and the NFL Players Association.
Okay.
Tell me he's supposed to be playing in the playoffs. That's my 7th string linebacker, DeMarco Jackson. You know him?
How do you make money? We don't sell.
No.
That's who wore the green dot for me, as T.J. Edwards broke his leg in that game.
So we do better.
And he's played the majority of the year because TJ's missed 11 games due to soft tissue injuries. And people talk about how Kyler got torched in that game and beat like a drum. Kyler has played in a grand total of 18 games this year. Kyler's played in 4. So it's called football shape that he's severely not in. And yes, he got beat like a drum, but he also in the fourth quarter made key stops and critical tackles because he's sure-handed and has the cerebral things that I talked about, like form tackling and knowing to go tackle somebody before you try to take the ball away. And those types of things matter. But people look at the defense on the whole and say, well, they suck. He still haven't had a lot of high offense games. Did he drop it? Did he drop it? Jalen, how did you drop that?
I mean,
you went up by yourself. You went up by yourself. You got to secure that. You are a receiver. 2, you're a big body receiver, and you had nobody go up with you. They were just waiting for the hit. Your job is to catch and brace.
I think it was when he was coming down. He hit his elbow. Yeah, hit his elbow and knocked the ball out.
Yeah, and that's why you got to secure that ball, big body.
And hit Noel and knock it out at the last second.
And he hurt.
2 minutes requires a charge timeout. Charge timeout, Pittsburgh.
Who was that? That's a Pittsburgh player. So he hurt himself jarring that ball loose.
For the Steelers.
Was it Clark? He was slow to get up on the back end. Did he go back down?
Good call. You're right. He
Chuck
took
Clark.
the hit after he gave a wallop and is down.
Hi, my name is Chuck.
Gets up after being on a knee. And he'll walk off under his own pound.
Jammed him up good.
By C.J. Stroud to split the middle too high.
Got that first down. Wow. I'm wondering if they're not going to score.
I gotta hurry up and get this video done. I don't know when. It's. I guess it don't matter when to drop the playoff or not about Caleb, but that just made me think about something. That play right there just made me think about something for Caleb. When people talk about the negative stats that he has.
I mean, it's probably the way it is in the regular season too, but you know the stakes.
Try to show people a different way to look at it.
Think back to all these little things that have happened up to this point.
Third down.
Yeah, I'm going to work on. Oh, I got more news. I got more like on Stephon Diggs from the person that went to high school with him.
Look at that.
The clock continues to tick. Now it is stopped.
So I'm
That's what you're supposed to have like Chelsea's closet for them types of videos when we peeling back when we get in there.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
See what you got going on in there. Like, look what we pulling out today. This 2-piece on Stephon.
Wondering, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a video. I'm not gonna do it live. I'm gonna just make it a video. So.
But what I try to do, and I'm trying. That's what I'm working on now. Is trying to make sure that I have videos be at least 19 minutes or so that I can try to do more premieres. And at least get some actual reaction to go on. Because like right now, even doing something like this, it would be ideal for myself and like more low for the wife, like that. I can still stream this, have the actual audio going, and engage in nothing but chat, so that I can help her do whatever tic-tac type things. You're gonna have opportunities in those streams with your premiere to totally engage, but not have to be so omnipresent.
CJ does a nice job.
Right.
And like and it's still, I think I like to be there right now because it's giving me some general feedback to see what things I can do better as far as pub for getting people to be there, seeing if I'm doing the right things to advertise it. So that I can get the necessary eyes on it and see how it's responded to. Like right now, I can look in here and see I can get a general. I got a decent amount of chat activity. If I can get some of that on a, and they drilling them. The Steelers defense is holding them in the game.
They are laying the hits on Houston right now. Like those the ball, they can't hold on to the ball. Like they're just laying the hits on them.
Now I need them to either. I need the offense to capitalize a little bit more on their physicality because they coming.
Which I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised one bit that the Steelers defense is doing this because it's Mike Tomlin. I mean, I'm not surprised that the Steelers defense is doing this.
The standard is the standard.
6-man rush. He's hit as he throws, and he got the ball to the near sideline.
And he still got the ball over.
Tight end Schultz right at the 50.
Yeah, I think I'm ahead. Like I've already seen where they punted it.
You've seen the 4th already.
It's 4th and 6.
You one player ahead of me, and I would say like a play and a half of the stream audio. And what I'm really assuming in this for the most part is that everybody really is. It just gives us the opportunity to listen in to some of it real time for some people who can't, and for the other ones to be a part of the chat. And that's the part that I like the most, Chelsea. To be able to, like, in these instances when it's not my game, if we got chat questions and everything else, it can totally be locked into, and I don't have to wonder how the game is going, or be like, oh, I missed that, because I still clearly see it, and I like the delay that is set up on the computer so that I don't have to wait to hear what's going on or see what's going on before I can respond to this right here, because I don't want to be trying to listen in. What I'm saying is I wouldn't be able to focus in on what we're talking about and the game if this was synced up the right way, because then I'm all ears. Yeah, I'm all ears and eyes. Now this way, I know what's about to happen, so I can keep dialogue of sort. But like even in our games, I don't need to put the headset on, because sometimes it does ruin it for other people, because I'm talking before something happens. The beauty of technology, all these apps got people on different time frames. Everybody had the same delay back in the day when before TV went off. I lived in an era, Chelsea, where at nighttime around 2 o'clock, you just got that beep type of screen.
Sleep Number does that.
Yeah.
I mean, turn that bastard off and go to bed. And now that ain't the case no more. The radio,
definitely not.
That ain't the case. They used to listen to the radio. We had TV guides.
Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com.
The things you gonna see in your lifetime, like when you talk about the first time you heard about OJ and everything, and you think about the technology and everything that was around at that point. MP3 players or some shit, probably. And now you fast forward to where you are, and later on it's going to be some generations of things you've seen. Like, they tell you the craziest introspective types. Like, I'm only 44, but I've lived through 5 decades. And when you break that down in your life, you start to really understand what you've observed. And the older people who tell you that my grandma used to say, keep on living. That's her expression. But what that ultimately means is that the longer you live, the more you get to experience and see with your own eyes. And so some of the youthful things that we so naive about, it becomes an old episode to you. So like TV is non-existent. People barely even watch TV now. They watch on-demand type TV and so on and so forth. Whereas when I was a kid, TGIF, what people say these days, that was the whole network programming on Fridays, because we was in the house watching Friday night TV shows, Full House, Family Matters,
Family Matters,
Step by Step, all that type of shit was coming on Friday night, and kids in the house watching it, just like you was up watching Saturday morning cartoons. Those types of things are gone, and you get to see what's ushered in new. And when you become on this side, like, I'm pretty sure my grandma won't watch no damn cartoons when she was my age. She thought Saturday morning cartoons was probably some old radical shit to her. Like, you got to be. My grandma didn't want us playing the game. Playing the game, running up her light bill a different way. Like, no, grandma, it's exhorting the same amount of energy used that other things would, but you can't tell her that. And now you think about it, people get paid to play video games. She would never in her life believe that. Like, for real.
That haven't been much to write home about.
This what we doing right now.
That group
streaming.
Dominant against Pittsburgh's defense.
My frat brothers introduced me to these types of things
been blocking it well, getting to the
during COVID.
level.
And I didn't get to do it because I would have been talking about sports then, especially when The Last Dance was on TV for the world to see, but I was walking the streets.
And then going up to the linebacker position. And blocking.
Can't say
that. That's been really big.
I was still working. You know, I was classified an essential worker. So I wasn't. Everybody's quarantined. I was at work. Me and my wife worked every day. She worked in the hospital. I work. I'm a streetwalker. You know. Yeah. Get on out here. I was out there avoiding people's door handles and
of a 1-point lead, the halftime score.
Using gloves to touch their mailboxes and stuff.
This is Westwood One's coverage of the.
Imagine how crazy it is. You'd be scared to be at work because somebody might have came outside and touched the handles, touched the mailbox after you touched it. Can't touch the face. You know, like COVID was. And I probably had COVID once before it was actually COVID. And I know I had it when it was actual COVID. Rough. Crazy as hell. TGIF and Saturday morning cartoons was life in '94. Yeah, let me see. Yep, you absolutely right, Ken. I will admit I was about 13 by '94, so it was starting to lose its luster. Like I was outside in them streets doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing. I wasn't out here worried about cartoons too much. Saturday Night Live, yes. Showtime at the Apollo every Saturday night. Damn right, Ken. Like at midnight on Saturdays. I watched the Apollo. I saw Def Comedy Jams and stuff that we want. Stand-up comedy, like HBO was where you can find all the little corn back in my day. HBO and Showtime, Chelsea. Now you just go to the Twitter. Go straight to X.
There's an organization making a
go anywhere you want. It's all accessible, and that's why these cats are so desensitized and everything else, because everything can be fed to you so much more.
I have no words.
It's like on steroids. The exposure.
I'll never forget, like, just really genuine. Yeah, I'll never forget the first time, like, whenever I was on TikTok doing my lives, that people were asking me, like, obviously it was the guys, but they were like asking about if I had one of those accounts. You know what I'm talking about when I say one of those accounts.
Yeah.
And I didn't have no clue what it was, and that was the first time I learned about that, and I was like, no, I don't do that. I'm just here to talk sports.
Yes.
It's like, oh, do not.
But because there's so many streamers that use that will use what you do as a guys to drop a link. See what I'm saying? So it's like it's cloak, smoke and mirrors, and they'll do it like that. And Ken just brought up something more important. He said we watched Def Comedy Jam on Hijacked HBO. So I don't know if they still even coin the phrase, but back in my day, you could do something called bootleg cable.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, are we talking bootleg cable
That's
here?
Right. That's right. You can split. You can splice wires and everything, run it from somebody else's lines. Like,
for free, visit Westwood
yeah, because I was still young when you could do that. It wasn't until I was probably like maybe heck, it seems like it was when I was in high school when everything started to like get away from that.
Yeah, see, you talking about that. Up until my junior year in high school, I still had a pager.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say.
Yeah, the pagers. I was young when those were. I remember wanting one. I was probably like in second grade. What would I need a pager for?
Now, what year would you have been in second grade? Like in the 90s?
Game with duct tape and chicken.
No, like so. I would have been like kindergarten, first grade in the 90s, and then Second grade was when I wanted a pager, though. That was when cell phones were becoming more popular, but I wanted a pager because I heard it in a song, and it made me want a pager.
Now, sprained everything at this point.
Because, like, let me say, 02, when I was in undergrad, well, hell, before 02, in 2000, when I was in undergrad, we had two-way pagers.
Yeah, the two-way pager. That was what it was. It
okay,
was
but see,
it was a line about the two-way pager.
Yeah, two-way freaks. Yeah, but see, with people though, a pager for me, a two-way is way more advanced. A two-way is where the inception of the text message would have started for the new wave of technology. A pager for me back in the day was somebody gets on their house phone. They page a number, meaning my little beeper has a number. They page it, they put in their number, which is the callback number, and then it beeps, and on the screen it shows that number, and I call it back. And it was and you call it back from a payphone, or when you got home, or maybe by the time I got to be like a junior, we had cell phones with minutes. So like my first cell phone had 150 minutes.
Yeah, I had a cell phone, and like my first cell phone like had the minutes on it, and it was when I was like in 4th grade, and I just used it to call my dad. Call my dad. But yeah, so I remember that. I got it as a Christmas gift. It was actually my parents didn't get it for me. It was my stepdad's family got me one.
What? No way. And you probably had a cell phone back in the day when nighttime minutes was free or something. Like, look.
I don't know about, like, I know that whenever I got to middle school was when I had my pink razor phone. I thought I was everything in a bag of chips when I had that pink razor phone.
Now, you said when you was in middle school you had a pink razor. So let's go circa, I'd say 2004. That's when I believe the Razor came out. And I want to say it came out in March of 2004. I could be a little off in the year, but I think that is the year. 04, 05, one of those. And
I thought it was 2006. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, go ahead. I was an undergrad, but I'm only thinking 05 because I was still working at UPS.
Okay. It said 05, but I got my first phone. I didn't get it until like 2006. No, could have been 2005.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that, I only remember that because I told you about things that I'm maybe not so proud of back in my day. But I was distributing the Razor in March of 2005, and that was about 2 weeks before it came out. Like literally before it hit the stores. And
what do you mean distributing?
Yeah, well, I may have had them in my possession, and people may have wanted to buy them wholesale. Who knows? That's neither here nor there, Chelsea.
Okay. I don't even know what you mean.
Let me see. I guess the statute of limitations, 20 years later, 21 years later, I should be cool. But
well, the Razor, like, nobody's using it now anyway, so.
I used to, that's right, Ken. A plethora of them fell off a truck.
Okay, so you were like selling them.
Oh yeah, we was getting rid of every type of phone you could think of in my undergrad days.
Okay, well there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, it's plenty wrong. It's plenty wrong with the acquisition, but I wouldn't have seen it. I wouldn't have seen it that way. I love my job back in the day. I won't piss on them because they did me a solid. Won't even mention the name, but when it finally went down the wrong way, they say you got two options. You can resign, or we can move forward with charges. So which one y'all think I chose? Shout out to y'all for letting me resign.
Wait. Did you work at a cell phone company?
Yes, I did. No, I didn't work at a cell phone company.
Okay.
I worked at a packaging company.
I know you do.
They might wear,
I got you.
they might wear brown.
And that was very nice of them to let you resign.
Oh, they blessed me so solidly because you're an undergrad student, you're in college, you got what they classify as a future ahead of you, and we understand that you make.
That was so gracious of them because they could have.
Yes,
that was so nice.
Chelsea, when I talk about what was being moved, I wasn't out here for a couple hundred or something. We was recklessly doing felonious things. I was highly favored and blessed that you give me that option because despite the nefarious things we doing on the clock, you really did come down to this small city to acquire your degree, young man. And for that reason alone, we will allow you to continue on with that path. Because this ain't that egregious, but you need to know, don't do it no more. Let's say I learned my lesson. I ain't steal no more. Not a another time in life. Not no more in life. Because that what Oh, now Ken just broke it out. He said that the 80s brick phone, Chelsea.
Yeah, the brick phone. I was thinking about the brick phone because on Full House,
I
remember Danny walking through
Danny
the door
had
with
one. Yep.
Brick phone. Yeah.
And I remember the brick phone from Paid in Full because my cousin was a D-boy. So the brick phone mean you was moving bricks or anything like it back in my hood. That's the only people you saw. Dope boys and bank execs. They had the car phones. And G Hunter said his first celly was the sidekick. That is crazy. That was my my third cell phone in undergrad. Yeah.
I never had a sidekick. I just had my.
That was one of my favorite phones.
Razor. I just had my pink Razor for the longest time. I remember wanting a sidekick, and me and my sister, we were at the hospital for some reason, and a college girl, she had a sidekick, and she's like, "Man, I want the pink Razor phone so bad," and I was like, "Really? Because I want your phone."
Yeah, and everybody wanted razors when they coming out, Chelsea, but in that era, that's when, like you said, colors and everything was like now it's cases. But back in the day, for a sidekick, the bumpers were the colors. You wanted different bumpers. So I used to have, I was a neo in my fraternity, young, good run right there, and I wanted all blue things. So it's like the way you can have some interchangeable things matching your fraternal gear. Felt like we was little trap stars out there, and I was out there having my money laced. I was getting paid several times. I was feeling myself as a 22-year-old. Couldn't tell me nothing. I felt like Paid in Full, Ken. And we used to watch Paid in Full heavy on undergrad.
Just keeping the Steelers team off balance, hitting them.
I like mob movies and
with a little play action,
a little bit of suspense.
Move those guys, and you come back with a
don't know what's gonna happen to you.
Hitter back to the left-hand side. Woody Mark.
Did you see where Tom Brady broke down
his throwing in the wind?
Whenever the wind.
Yes.
I was like the aerodynamics of that. I was like, that is such good knowledge to pass on to these young kids.
And so this is where you get to also see something like that. Unless you are a true student of the game, you become arrogant to your physical abilities as a youth. We just talked about it. They ain't gonna listen to nothing he said unless you are a Mahomesian type, and by that I mean like you a student and you one of them ones. Otherwise, you're gonna think that the old man just telling you what he did, and it ain't got no validity to it. Because what do the old man know? Even though he the GOAT, for real. Like your physical prowess and mixed with naivety tell you can do anything, and I ain't got to listen to your way. The side note to that is, what you heard in that conversation was good knowledge that might go in one ear and out the other. I heard what some people would call worthless knowledge, but it was the best to me. In that same broadcast, that's the word I'm looking for, he referred to a young number 84 wearing all navy and orange as Baby Gronk. And for one Tom Brady to refer to Colston Loveland as Baby Gronk, hey, they give me the good chills, because I don't think he's throwing that around lightly when he say things like that.
But there's more to be done, and
more
victories to be won.
So I got high hopes for my tight end, whom when I did my stream for draft night, Chelsea, I was thoroughly confused by both of my first two picks. Boy, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been wrong before when it comes to the draft, and this is why like for the things of content, I go with it now, and I'm invested in trying to find out what's going on and who is to be drafted, so on and so forth. But as far as the evaluations, I really try to stay away from them wholeheartedly because I was right out of undergrad, fresh out. I want to say it was 06, perhaps 07, and the Bears are on the clock in the second round, and they were drafting a running back. And they say, with such and such pick in the second round, the Bears select running back from Tulane, Matt Forte. And I want to throw my fucking shoe at the TV. Who the fuck is Matt Forte? Who is Matt Forte at a Tulane? Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, most people don't even know where Tulane is.
So after that, Mr. Slidell, Louisiana changed my mind. I shut what they call the fuck up, and I let Sunday prove what you are on Sunday, because Saturday is a far different game, and I don't know nothing about the evaluation game, which I might want to learn slightly better in terms of watching technique or isolating things, so that I can see actual play on play. You see how they just circle this play for marks. When they circle those linemen right there for the holders created to be singularly focused on a position in a play in a game is what I need to lock in on a bit better to kind of take it to the next level with analysis as far as sport go. Just to be able to see a singular thing, like the linebacker did this. Like even when we talked about the play with that Ben Johnson stole from Cliff Kingsbury and used the other day when DJ caught the touchdown. If you can realize, like, damn, he got your tight end as the right tackle and pulled your right tackle over to the same side as your left tackle. I didn't notice that in the middle of the game right then. It didn't dawn on me because I'm looking at Caleb. I'm looking at the center snap to make sure nothing go wrong with that, and then I'm watching weapons. Not one time did I really look at the line to see that it had changed so drastically where my right tackle was Cole Kmet.
You have them on the run. Don't try to pad your stats, Kurt. Hand the ball off again. You try to steal a big one. They're all aggressive in the run. Go hit them for a big one.
Pittsburgh at the, right now, Houston at the Pittsburgh 20. It's a handoff under center. Stroud got the snap and hands off to Marks, who runs over the right tackle, angling to the far side.
I didn't even ask. Like, did you want me to cam up?
No, well, no, Chills, I already told you today is one. Like I said, I still haven't eaten yet, talking and running my mouth. But.
Okay, yeah, because I was just drinking my drink.
Yeah.
I was like, well, dang, I didn't even ask. I was like, that's kind of rude of me.
No, yeah, that's why we got the chalkboard out, and that's why we got the city logo up. Which when Cousin Walker was talking about, the layout and everything like that, I do appreciate at times having different overlays that may still be visually appealing, and we don't got to be
100%
on camera. Yeah. So
I'm all for that right now.
Yeah, sometimes I mean honestly, and that's again, it can work in a lot of different spaces, and I see it happen way more. And they just muted me. Hold on for a minute. They do it way more in what you call it, like discussion panels and everything like that. But right now, we listening in, having a kickback. We ain't bringing visual things to the game, so you can look at me if you want to. Intercepted. God damn.
Oh no, it's good. Like I'm good, just chilling. Cause I was just gonna ask because I didn't know if you wanted to.
Always your choice, even if I have any particular desire, I always try to communicate that ahead of time. But as far as you being canned, I'm all for however it goes, as long as people can hear you clearly and I'm not ruining their ability to do so by messing up OBS. I can't believe that. How did I have my damn internal mic muted the whole time on OBS? Like, G Honda low. I'm like, man, I hear him perfectly clear for the first time.
This is the story of the
Yeah, G Honda. It's not a splash play still. I ain't getting no G Honda splash out of this yet, though.
When you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering. So
Ken,
can count on her to
they got the red zone D going. Chili want the Steelers to win, and right now, look, when I think when you are what I classify as the better team, when you let the other team hang around, it's bad for you. In this instance, I don't think that to be the case because Houston's offense may be more stagnant than Pittsburgh's, and I say that because every time I see something going, you mess around and turn the ball over. And frankly, CJ Stroud, you're not the Bears, man. You can't turn the ball over twice and still win the game. Sorry, it's not you. You can't do what we do. We don't want to do it neither, but you can't do that. So do something different.
Pete's back on the links with all new
Pray the 8-ounce,
hopefully less swearing.
3 pounds, 8-ounce, golden brown baby Jesus.
Power to help him get good at
Laying in the
money,
manger.
so he can be a little bad.
I want to go watch Ricky Bobby right now with that one.
Catilin.
And while we're on the commercial, I'll be right back. Let me go get my snack.
Okay.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Houston Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud, Kurt Warner, has just thrown his first red zone interception.
Dang, Steelers back up at their own end zone.
The worst time here in the first round of the playoffs.
And just a bad decision. And that's the
thing
that you is that a bad throw every once in a while, I understand it, but you're running up, trying to navigate the pocket. You're receiving.
They were right about this being a low-scoring game.
Behind it, you're in the tight red zone. Points are there. Just tuck it. If you don't get the first down, take the 3. Extend the lead. Just another bad decision by C.J. Stroud.
And what is so interesting is that they began the season 0-3, and they make the playoffs, the 7th team to do that in the history of the game, and they were plus 17 in the takeaway giveaway, the second best differential in the NFL. But now they've turned it over 3 times, and from the 4, Rodgers
for the first down there.
Snap,
Yep, they got it. I thought they got it.
He'll try to glide his way up the middle, and after a broken tackle, takes it over the guard, past the 10 to the 11, picking up 7 on first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're approaching 10 to play in the third. Houston leads by 1-7-6.
And I was talking to CJ a couple weeks ago when we did their game against the Chargers, and he even said having a defense like this can oftentimes change the way that he plays, is not trying to be as aggressive, which he's always been in his career, but being a little bit more conservative. And tonight, it's been exactly the opposite.
11 at Pittsburgh. Rodgers under center, got the snap. Second down and 3, hands off to Warren.
False start or something. False start. That's what I thought.
First down, which is the 14.
Dang.
Let's see if they move the chains. Look left. They're going to. He
gotta do better than that.
3 in the play. Trying to get some breathing space and trying to get something the Steelers are
backing back up to their own end zone. Starting over. I know Aaron Rodgers ain't happy about that.
Jalen Warren. See him try to hurdle people all the time, but there, nice job right between the tackles, going up and over a defender to be able to pick up that first down.
Rodgers keeping his hands warm in the pocket, sewn into his jersey. 1st and 10 at its 14.
Here we go.
In the shotgun formation, there go flags.
Not much to gain there. Wow.
Offense, number 81.
They stopping them.
5-yard penalty. First down.
That's the tight end, Jonnu Smith. 1st and 15 now.
That's the other thing you can't do against this defense, right? Is you can't hurt yourself. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. They started to send somebody in.
Guardian.
One of the
cap helmet on.
Running up as if he was going to blitz off the edge. Forced Jonnu Smith to kind of move a little bit and move him back 5 yards.
Rodgers, by the way, has just passed Ben Roethlisberger for 3rd time, number 3 all-time passing yards in the NFL playoffs. 1st and 15, back to the 9, and a quick snap and a quick throw, and it's caught by Austin, who was
got 3rd down.
Pressure and brought down by Petrie, and picked up nothing on the play, and the boos cascading down. They're going to stay at the 9. 2nd and 15 for Pittsburgh after they just picked off C.J. Stroud.
Such a tough thing to ask your wide receivers to block the secondary of this Texans team. They are so good. They're so aggressive. They're not a soft secondary. You don't have some monsters on the outside that can block. Not the best play call there.
Score.
Well was in. 2nd down, 15. Rodgers in the gun, his own 9.
Aaron Rodgers dropping back pass. Pass complete. Ooh, first down.
Pass caught, belt high, 15-yard line.
Took a hit, but first down.
By Lassiter. And on the play, picks up 6. And now, Kurt, 3rd and 9 for the Steelers. Clock at 7:45, ticking in the 3rd. And Pittsburgh trails by 1.
Not a huge gain, but you'll take it. Trying to cut this in half. Had a free hitter coming right on him. Good job getting the ball out right before. So, gets there. And they get half of it back, keeping them in a manageable situation. Although, on the night, they are 0 for 6 on 3rd down, and every single one of them has been 7 yards plus.
Pittsburgh 15, shotgun snap to Rodgers, 3rd and 9, up the middle he throws, caught on the fly, first down at the 28. It's Valdez-Scantling who got it between the hash mark, belt high with the catch, quickly hit, picks up 12, moving the chains. A good throw by Rodgers and a 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh.
See, that's how you do this announcing thing, right? You got a negative stat going in, and you say it beforehand, and boom, boom, it automatically leads to a positive. You're usually talking positives and leading to the negative. We got to switch this thing up in the playoffs.
Let's do it. 29. Rodgers under center, deep in his own zone. He's got a 1st and 10. Got the snap, hands off on the play. Gainwell directed left. Now goes right, tries to get away, and brought down behind the line of scrimmage with a loss of 2 on the play. Nothing to one way, nothing to the other, and he hit the deck. No room to hide or run. Along with Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner, I'm Kevin Harlan. We're in the Grainger broadcast booth in Pittsburgh. Game changers count on Grainger for professional-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by to get what you need. Houston
Steelers. Jihan to breathe. Oh, you're funny, Puss Man.
Just threw a interception at the 4 of the Steelers. Pittsburgh now with their 27. 2nd down and 12. Rodgers gets the snap. Chased out of the pocket. Chased by 2. Throws on the run near sideline and incomplete.
Overthrown. That never stood a chance.
Boy, he was running for his life. Now 3rd and 12.
He's looking for flags. He's like, where's the flags?
That was both the bookends. Will Anderson won quickly to his right-hand side. Daniil Hunter is chasing him from the backside. The old man still has enough speed to elude both of them, just enough to get outside and throw it away.
He's 42, and there are times when he moves like he's 22. That time he had to really get on his horse and go. 3rd and 12.
Great defense from Houston.
Texans on top. 5:52 in the 3rd. There's a shotgun snap to Rodgers from his own 27. He'll wind up, long pass, far sideline, and there was contact at the 20 down the sideline, and no flag thrown on a long arching spiral by Rodgers to Calvin Austin, doubled and incomplete at the 20 of Houston down that far sideline.
Well, he just got back there and he launched this thing. There is a little contact.
Oh, I think there was more than a little.
Really?
Lassiter was there, held his shoulder. He couldn't maneuver. He couldn't run, couldn't get his arm up. He threw it 53 yards downfield.
He did throw it a long ways.
He did.
A little contact there. I thought Austin slowed down enough.
Should have kept going. Pittsburgh will punt. Waiting with the left-footed boot. It goes down the middle. It's caught looking into the lights at the 19-yard line by Noel. Runs along the 20. Cuts on the far side, 25. Hits the numbers, goes to the 30, angling to the far sideline, and down he goes. It was a 12-yard return on a 55-yard punt with a hang of 3-8. And the Texans will take over. And so there's no harm on the interception. At the very least, they hold the Steeler offense out, force them to punt. We step aside, 7-6 Houston, and we're in the 3rd quarter. And you're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
What is it that makes the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid an incredible SUV? Is it the spacious interior that's comfy for the whole crew? Or the capability to go off-road? Maybe it's up to 600-plus miles of range. Is it the driver behind the wheel? What if it's
have a great defense?
More? What is it then? The all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. So much more than just another SUV. Visit HyundaiUSA.com.
I had to give him a Chelsea.
Call 562-314-4603 for more details.
In through the nose, out through the mouth.
4603.
Yeah, that's my advice.
At least his game close.
Protecting cars across the state.
Yeah, they said it was going to be a low-scoring game, so I'm not surprised. And I asked you in the Discord if you thought that, like, what's your thoughts on Stephen A? Because you watched ESPN pregame earlier, right?
He shouldn't cover no sport.
Okay, see, that's like, there's some things that I do like that he says, like, oh, yeah, I actually agree with him. But then I'm like, football of all places, him coming to Monday Night Football, because you know they took him off.
They're trying to keep him because they pay him so much money, trying to give him a job. That ain't his job. You should let him keep his little late night show, and let him keep his do first take and just do what he doing.
Yes, and just leave it.
Leave it.
Yeah,
get off of the other shit. You don't need to do nothing else.
Why does he have to come on to Monday Night Football?
Because they pay him $50 million, and he need to go everywhere. They're trying to get their money's worth at your expense.
This is my thing. This is my thing with him is. He has experience playing basketball, but nothing with football. So it's like, why do we need him there? Like,
the same reason we need Herb Street on Amazon.
Operate in Virginia by chef.
Yeah. Well, Herb Street.
You call pro players by their numbers like they're in college. You're a college guy.
Yeah, which I don't hate on him because I like him from
college.
Football.
You like him from college. That's right. He is great at college football.
He played for Ohio State. He played for Ohio State.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Okay. I thought that's who he played for. But
might have been on the practice squad or something. Now, I get no problem with him talking football, but you should talk college football. That's his real niche. Nonetheless, they pay him so much money, they're going to get their money's worth out of him and put him on Amazon. And so, like, I understand.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't gotta like it to see how they're gonna do it. Yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna wear them thin, even at our expense.
I do see what you're saying with the calling him by his last name instead of just by the number, like their call or calling him. How did you say it? You said
by the numbers 87, number 6. Like, bro, he got a name in his jersey.
Yeah, I see what you're saying by separating that. Like, if he's going to cover the NFL, he should go
Step
by
up.
the last name.
Do pro shit, yeah.
Which I have heard more, or maybe it's just me, because you know how I am watching games. I'm doing my own commentating, and I'm calling them by their last name. Maybe that's just because I grew up on
because you do it that way.
But I think I have seen where they do call them by their last name more, because I want to say that's how I was able to pick up on a lot of these guys' names. It is weird. That is weird that he's calling them.
And because in his day, that's what you were, because it was about the university. Now, these days, it's NIL and everything else, and it's me. So I'm the brand. Caleb and everything else.
Your number might not stay the same if you switch.
Yeah, you change schools and everything else.
Be wearing your jersey number, and they're gonna want money if you want that jersey number.
Exactly.
Be like, oh, what you gonna pay me for it?
Now they doing pro things and they kids, but I want you to, as the guy who's talking about it. I don't want Dickie V talking in the NBA for real.
You want to say call him Kool-Aid? Call him Kool-Aid.
Call him Kool-Aid.
Shotgun snap, 4-man rush. Line drive, throw far side, incomplete. He was
the
coverage by Joey Porter.
Call him Fish Stick.
Over his head into the Texan.
Like Fish Stick Smith, yeah.
It's 4th down. Here comes.
Oh my God.
That took me out earlier. That was funny.
Fish sticks. Fish sticks.
I would hire you if your name was Fish Sticks.
Ken, would you hire somebody named Fish Sticks? Fish Sticks McGee.
Fish Sticks McGee.
Yeah. You gotta give him one of them names. If it was a guy, it's Fish Sticks McGee. A lady, her name's Fish Sticks Monroe.
At the 10 and a back pedal by Austin. He runs to the middle of the field, the 15.
You know, I'll say like my favorite in the sports world with the females
makes the stop.
Is
it was a 60-yard punt with a hang of
Laura Rutledge. I do like her, and I like Mina Kimes.
I like Mina. I like Mina.
Alyssa Lang. Yeah, you know, somebody I know that works for ESPN, he said that she's the only one that is a female that can go no earpiece.
Yeah. Because she know the game. She talk like she got a real...
Yeah, she went to Yale. So she knows. And she was raised up in a football family like her dad. She's a big Seattle Seahawks fan, so she knows her stuff.
For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out.
Ken said he's going to ask you in your interview why his name Fish Sticks.
LinkedIn gets B2B marketing and
you see, I need to know the reason for the name, but I'm open-minded.
LinkedIn ads, every ad gets
like so.
MVPs you need.
Tell me in so many words. It's, first of all, why'd your mother name you Fish Sticks?
Start converting your B2B
I'm just curious.
Today, spend $250.
Like, well, I thought you were going to ask about McGee, but nonetheless, Fish Stick came from. now I know a lot of people for real who do like combo names, Chelsea and everything. So like, what's your boy name? Jaquinton. The G was from his mama name, and his daddy's name was Quentin. So Jaquincy. Yeah, they put it together. Like her name was something with a G, mama name was Quincy, and boom. Like I got a cousin. Yeah, I got a cousin named Elisa, and that's because her daddy's name is Al, her mother's name is Lisa. They do things like that.
Have you seen the funny? I gotta send it to you if you have not seen it. Have you seen the funny interview with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart was on it? And this guy says,
NSF certified for sports.
Ice Cube, we have
hair growth and support.
We're related. He's white. The guy who said it was white, and Ice Cube looked at him sideways, like, "What the heck you mean that we're related?" And he was like, "Well, you know, we have the same name." And then Kevin Hart was like, "Hold on." He's like, "Hold on. Let me explain." He's like, "This is how black families work. They'll see a name on a cereal box and be like, that's the name.
We related, baby.
My child."
January 17th.
Yeah,
you got cousins.
I gotta send you that.
You got some cousins out here.
We'd love to have you listen to us. All the games covered as always. The official audio source of the NFL, Westwood One Radio.
Like, why'd your mama name you Fish Sticks?
I might.
Roll Tide.
Chicago for the Rams and
yeah, if it's like an Alabama fan, heck yeah, I'm gonna. If I know they're an Alabama fan, I'm definitely gonna say Roll Tide.
No, like tell me a situation you were under pressure and how'd you handle it? Roll Tide. Nick Saban highlights.
Yeah, I'll just start talking about a ton of the plays that broke my heart.
Be like, well, you know
how I handled it.
I watched Jalen be substituted for Tua mid-game. But
man, that's the one I'm going to go to. That's the go-to one right there for me. I was just like on pins and needles with that game. Holy cow! You know what? I rewatched. I was making a highlight actually. I cannot wait to post this highlight because I am going to cover. I'm going to do a little like video special on Devontae Smith since I've followed his career so closely. I was watching that again today, and I think I replayed that one play like 15 times today. Just the one play because I loved it so much. I'm crazy, y'all.
Defense does so well.
DJ.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
It's starting to make so many Packer plays that I'm going to make a montage of them.
Trying to make a move back to the inside.
He's a Packer killer right now.
Will Anderson Jr. just sacked Aaron Rodgers. Wow. Heck yeah. I was hoping he'd get his hands on him.
Yeah, say old man pass to an old man.
Second 11, Rodgers in the gun.
I might make a highlight of that play right there. The one where another one who comes out. Yeah. Oh wait, no. I think okay. So
That way you can do your Alabama. You can do your Alabama montage, all day highlight plays.
I've got to make a play of all these Will Anderson Jr. ones from this game.
To get open, right?
Looking to his left side, trying to come back to.
They were talking about earlier. I don't know if you caught it in the ESPN pregame, but they were talking about how well Houston's social media is, like their coverage of. Or no, actually, that's a lie. It wasn't ESPN. I think it was Pat McAfee today. I watched Pat McAfee today, and they were talking about how well the Houston social media coverage is of the players and like the highlight reels they're posting. And honestly, it really is good, like what they're doing.
Because the digital footprint is more important these days for branding, and they got younger people who kind of understand how to get the best out of that. Yeah, and people who do TikToking and everything, they running the social media pages now.
I like Houston and I like the Eagles. The Eagles have shown really cool angles. Atlanta Falcons have shown some good ones with Bijan Robinson. And let's see, who else?
The schedule releases when you let me know if you're a dog.
The Chiefs had some good ones on Patrick Mahomes.
By the quarterback, CJ.
Yeah, like I would say, like Houston and Eagles, they're doing really well with their social media. Dallas, I don't know. Dallas posts some stuff, and I'm like, why would you post that?
Well, what I'm gonna do this year is usually a team wins the schedule release Olympics in terms of their social media. I'm gonna look at all those and I'm gonna try to see if those people only put effort into that particular, or if you like you said, a season long type one. All the hits, they got something going on good. Because I'd be curious to know. Like right now, what people look for most for all of our social media, after every win, they scrolling social media to try to find good, better, best. And so, like, I want to know if they keep the same energy for all the other things, like DJ being Walter Payton Man of the Year, Dexter, so on and so forth. Let's see what your social media page like besides the schedule release. But that's gonna be my barometer. That's my measuring stick for them. But it seems like everybody in this chat, I think maybe me and T Miles said the Texans, but everybody else want these Steelers to win because Ken was happy about that recovery right there.
Yeah, I want the Steelers to win just because I would love to see old man Rodgers, back at it. I would love to see
Oh my God! Did you see me put in the chat? I love it. That's the best. My favorite quoting rifles from Jerry Jones. I want some more glory hole days.
Yeah. He's got a lot of the things. Yes. I'm like, why the heck would you say that?
Because I don't care. When he said, I'm not in the mood for you to be jacking around. Oh my God. People jacking around, glory holes, and sunshine. I love Jerry. The sound bites are there for life.
Yeah.
For life.
I mean,
Ross, what do you think of that formula? Ross, you like that formula.
my lives talking about what Jerry Jones has to say. I compared him to Joe Biden. Like, I really think his mindset is similar.
I'm about to say OC now, man. Yes, he is.
Yeah,
I
really compare him to Joe Biden, and they're the same age. And I'm like, he needs somebody sit him down. And people are like, oh, we need to get Jerry Jones out of there. And I'm like, why? Why? Like, if Jerry Jones goes away, who inherits it? His son.
Steven. Goofy ass.
It's the same. We're still seeing the same cycle. It's like, I don't get it, but whatever.
For the lunging Nico Collins, who is heavily.
I mean, unless his mindset is going to be separate from his father's, I don't see anything being different.
Fake handoff, a quick throw up right up
the
middle, and he was.
I don't think it will be.
Congestion.
Man, a lot of congestion.
I think he's like a Steinbrenner.
Porter once again.
Like a Reinsdorf.
On the backside of him, trying
they think like their daddy. They want to be like their daddy.
And once again,
Yep.
They're not Etzel Ford. I'll tell you that.
kind of goes forehead first.
That's why he want to be like Henry all the time. Want to be better.
You don't talk about when you get
even though he wasn't what he wanted to be.
How the ground freezes and how hard the ground.
Jared Jones is something else because he spent a lot of money. He helped finance Arkansas's water fountain. He really pours into Arkansas.
Well, you know.
And I'm like, why don't you pour into? You always talk about how I don't want to spend money on this player. We couldn't afford Derrick Henry. All this mess. It's like.
Jerry,
come on now.
He's an alumni and he got a pride with Arkansas.
He definitely wears that.
They keep fucking up these snaps.
I think his grandkid, man, he caught what a catch. That was great play. He's really impressing me so far.
That was snapped too early. Steelers had somebody running off the field, and he's looking to motion.
He might be.
But I mean, CJ's not playing the best. I will say that. Like that play was great, but he has not played the best tonight.
He's going to tap the center. His head completely turned around when the center snaps it.
But I think what I was saying was, I think Jerry Jones's grandson or something played football for Arkansas not long ago.
Quite possibly.
Nepo
baby. Nepo baby.
I don't think he was NFL worthy. I'm gonna Google it.
He probably wasn't Arkansas worthy, but Granddaddy gonna make sure you go because that's damn Granddaddy. Super booster.
It's the first thing that pops up, so I'm assuming I'm right. Yes, at least 2 of Jerry Jones's grandsons play college football. John Stephen Jones, a quarterback for Arkansas, and Paxton Anderson, his other grandson, Paxton, plays for Texans Longhorns. I did not realize that.
You know why?
Both having successful. Why? Oh yeah, because
Oh, I'm saying there you go.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know how you got in the family, Paxton.
For Christian Kirk, including a short 6-yard touchdown catch and run.
Okay, so he had one of the grandsons, the one that played for Arkansas, he had a short career. It said he only played like 2019 to 2020. Paxton played for Texas through the 2023 season, so I don't think any of them are still playing.
Because they grandkids of a super oil magnet football tycoon. I ain't playing no damn football. I did this because the granddaddy said he'll buy me a Ferrari if I play for the Razorbacks for a year. Sign me up. Now this I don't want to play no damn football.
Honestly, like those grandsons, he was probably like, you got 2 choices. You can play for the Razorbacks or you can play for Texas Longhorns. They probably didn't have a choice between in schools.
I'm right, you got the wheel if you don't.
It had to be in Texas or it had to be in Arkansas.
Or you not part of the family business if not.
Respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia,
Here, do it.
RSV, or
he don't care. Sign up for me or don't. You will lose.
At VaxAssist.com. Sponsored
I can't believe this.
Welcome to NFL Flag.
This is where I know that I am a horrible sports fan, and y'all should call me out on it. It is the 3rd quarter or something like that right now.
Chase a goal.
Maybe the 4th. I can't even tell you.
4th. The 4th just started. Yeah. Well, on my end, I'm ahead again.
That's what I'm saying. So that's about to start. And in my head, I looked at the clock and it was 10:30. And if this was the Bears game, I wouldn't have got sleepy at all. But I looked over and saw that clock.
Dang, yeah. Like, I just realized it's freaking 10:33. What the heck? And this is getting man.
And tomorrow is Advo Day. And you don't really know how old you are until you realize how old you are. Wake up and you ain't got all your sleep in. And I do myself like this every day. Hell, it's fun. Sports are exciting. I'm talking about them. Almost as exciting as watching them sometimes. To me.
At the end of the 3rd, a big 49-yard completion sprout to Kirk. And the Texans on the move, leading by 1. Kurt Warner as we go to the 4th.
Such a huge play right there. You have the fumble snap when CJ's not looking. You're fortunate to get back on it. You come back on 3rd down.
Oh, man.
Away, huge play to Christian
Do or die.
Almost puts you in field goal range.
Here we go. It's 1st and 10, 36 of Pittsburgh.
I really will be shocked. This one will shock me if Steelers don't win it, to be honest.
Tackle crossing the 35.
You know, it's like we talked about before, like, the NFL really don't like Aaron Rodgers like that. So I don't know. Hey, who got,
The 10-yard penalty.
And this is the first.
Yeah, that was Nico. Nico, they're carting Nico off.
Yeah, I think somebody said they get concussed, but I don't know. It's crazy. Both 4 seeds, I think, were the underdogs in their games.
Here they are. They get past the 50 on the big play.
What's even crazier, and
it's
going to continue to happen. Last week we were a 1.5-point underdog. This week we are a 4-point underdog. Go ahead and get your underdog bets in.
Wait, they got you an They got the Bears an underdog against the Rams?
Yeah, and we continue to be an underdog next week too.
To the Pittsburgh 39.
If we win, and Seattle wins, they're gonna say they're the 1 seed. And they just did the 3rd, and then San Francisco wins. But well, San Francisco beat them already this year, so they proved they can beat them. We're gonna be a dog. I appreciate it. I love it.
Got a lot of weapons out here.
Keep it coming.
One of my friends, I didn't even know that they had texted me, but they asked me who I thought was going to win this game before the game started, and I didn't even see it. I feel bad now.
Yeah.
I feel bad now because they probably were wanting me for like some sports betting thing or something, but I didn't even see it. And, but I told him what I thought. Yeah. You know, he would make bets on like games, and I was like, nah, I wouldn't bet on that one, and then I'd be right about it, and he's so mad. He was like, man, I took a loss on that one. But
take your L's. This is what I tell anybody. I don't profess to know much about sports wagering. Do it at your own risk. As far as my information goes, I'm gonna give you my best guesstimation. Same time, lose your own damn money. Don't say I won. I ain't winning for you or lose it, because you had to marry to put the money down. So let's find out who got the stones, as they might say, to go ahead and put that bet up, and then you can give me credit if you want to. But I mean, only give me credit for the wins. You had to have the credit for doing pulling the trigger.
Yeah. I helped CDT. You know CDT beats, right? He asked me. I can't remember who. Carolina could have been playing the 49ers, but he asked me.
Something else to throw.
Like, which ones, and I told him, and he won 2 of them, and I felt bad because the 3rd one, I was really wanting to, like, I can't remember if it was a Bryce Young one. I think it was a Bryce Young one, maybe. But I wanted to say whatever it was, it was like one of those more under type ones, and I wanted to say more, but because I was doing a bunch of research of what everybody else was saying, I was like, well, I don't want to be wrong for him. Like I really want to help him out, so I was like, I'll tell him like what everybody else is saying, and I regret that so bad, because if I would have stuck to what I thought, he would have won all 3 of them.
When I first
and that's what he asked you.
I realized that my
was just not working. And so next time, I told him I was like, I'm gonna
Homes for Our Troops is really giving me my life back.
Go with like what I think, because I'm usually right.
With my chair.
I shouldn't have second guessed myself on that. It still bothers me. It's one of those things that's always going to bother me now. But
don't let that bother you. That's over with.
A huge part of my
Let's go around.
Homes to Our Troops.
With this game though, if I had told anybody like who to pick, they would like right now they would be losing, because I got the Steelers. I really think the Steelers win this, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, if anybody had listened to me yesterday, they would have been plus 220 with the Niners. If anybody had listened to me on Saturday at work, only one person, they'd have been, plus 145 with the Bears. All the dogs covered for me except for this team called the Chargers. They failed me miserably. and pissed my parlay down the leg.
Oh yeah, I did not pick the Chargers. Not what.
Well, you know, I had a lot of combos, and one of them was a dog ticket. So like Carolina, instead of picking them to win outright, I picked them to cover the spread, and they did. But Bears won, and everything was smooth sailing. And I just knew this
you're
game
good as
right
long
here
as your
was gonna
Bears
happen.
won.
Yeah, I was Gucci, and then yeah, I mean, once my parlays and shit started losing after the Bears won, I really don't even care. I missed a 11-leg parlay on the Bears that night because Kyle Monunga didn't have 30 yards. He had 27. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
Pissed for like 2 seconds because wasn't nothing you could tell me to make me sad on that day because I won. That's all I needed.
I don't do any. What's funny is I don't do any sports betting. I just help other people on it. I've never done a sports bet or even done a fantasy league because my dad was like, Chelsea, don't you do it because you're so biased. You're so biased to your team. That's all you're gonna want, and it's true. Like I would want to only pick my team regardless of what I thought the outcome would be. I wouldn't want to go against my team. So. Yeah, it's just best for me to stay out of it.
It's an adage that's always going to be around. You bet with your head, not with your heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be out here like prime example. When I do prop bets, I told you I had Kyle Monunga rushing for 30 yards. I didn't have him out there for 87 or 60, 30 yards. That's rather modest. I ain't got to like hulk over you and be like, man, he need 20 carries to get 30 yards. He don't. Now, granted, you only got 27, and that's because you had 2 rushes for loss. But you know, I can live with that when I get a dub. If I'd have lost that and we lose the game, I'd have been heated. Speaking of lose the game, before I lose this game of life, let me take a TV timeout. Got the blankets in the dryer.
Nice little play design right there. Gainwell starts to his right-hand side. They pull an offensive lineman to the right-hand side, bring the tight end back from the other side as Gainwell stops and cuts back to the left-hand side. Nice little opening there and a nice little drive starter.
Rodgers here early in the fourth, down by 4 at his own 45 in the gun.
Oh, what a
10.
Wow, what a catch.
Takes a look at the nickel, arms outstretched, shotgun snap, 4-man rush, drops back, looks left, looks right, looks left, throws a pass, near sideline.
Yeah, he's going to get stuffed at the line there.
No, they say it hit the grass.
Man, what a stop by the defense.
After Rodgers looked off the coverage, and the wide receiver Austin couldn't reel it in deep in Houston territory at the 20.
He was a little late throwing the
3rd and 12.
Oh,
I'm trying to see who the Manning cast has on now.
He throws it and gets it out there a little bit further. Austin had a step or two.
They got Ben Roethlisberger.
Nice job by Lasser to get that left hand on it and tip it away.
They got Big Ben on the Manning cast right now.
To make the catch, but it did hit the turf.
2nd down 10, Rodgers in the gun, Pittsburgh 45. Looks at a 4-man front. Gets the shotgun snap, hands to Gainwell, runs to the left side, and then knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Toho. Wrapped him up high, ripped him down. Back to the 40.
Oh, wow. Houston comes up with it.
2. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Are you kidding me?
Now 3 minutes gone in the 4th. Pittsburgh down by 4.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The question was,
that is insane. Will Anderson Jr., are you kidding me? Like, what is going on? I gotta see that again.
Did you say you snatched the thing out of there?
43, Rodgers and
Will Anderson Jr., like, wow. Like, they brought the pressure. They brought the heat in this.
I told you their defense is not to be played with, but that big man scoop.
They got Will Anderson Jr. got his hands on him, got the ball out, and then he ran it back.
Yeah, the big man with the scoop and score. That's impressive.
Run it down the middle from the 20 to the 10 to the 5 and a touchdown.
Dang, he took a hit.
He was not chased. It's a defensive touchdown for the Houston.
But I don't underestimate Aaron Rodgers now. I'm not going to underestimate him yet.
Rodgers fumbled it under duress.
G Honda.
Back for a touchdown.
I'll have to see it. It took him a long time to get out of there with the foot.
Honda, you should have been on here tonight because I want to know if you would have cussed.
Touched on the
I told him he had to give me nothing but the first quarter of anxiety and let me know how you feeling out there.
Anderson. Rankins got the loose ball.
But I understand. I told you yesterday. If it wasn't the niche that I chose to want to cover, I'd be holed up in the corner somewhere watching my games.
Able to sneak the ball out of there and get to the end zone.
Fairbairn, an extra point for the Texans. Good. Now they have.
I was on. There's this other person that I became friends with on here in the YouTube streets, but Clutch Sports. I was on his live, and he watching. We were watching a college game. I think it was either.
I forget.
I can't remember. Ole Miss.
Ole Miss game. Ole Miss. Yeah, I'm gonna say I saw y'all. I popped in for like maybe like 5 minutes as well.
Yeah,
I saw it in Discord.
Yeah,
a great job.
but whenever
on the left-hand side,
I was on there, like I cussed. I don't ever cuss like that. And Gianna was like, "Did Chelsea just cuss?"
Break the hand with your right hand.
Well, sometimes
the ball's bouncing all over.
Yeah, like when it's on, when football's on, obviously I'm probably gonna cuss a little, but
officially a 33-yard return.
That's what I was. Okay, they just showed. Did you just see the little flashback they had of Aaron Rodgers taking a hit when he was at Green Bay? That was what I was thinking of. That's crazy that they flashed back to that. 'Cause I was thinking of that very thing. I was like, man, I remember him taking a hit like that when he was at Green Bay, and then they showed that exact play. That's crazy.
Like I'm all about those. They should have showed Khalil Mack dousing him his first game, gave him the business.
Quarterback Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan. We're in the Granger podcast booth in Pittsburgh.
Come on, Craig. Get up, Craig.
I don't want A-Rod to go out like this. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of don't want A-Rod to go out.
Now with two field goals.
Much like Sheldon Rankin.
But
click Granger.com.
it goes back to kind of like what you said. Like they really don't like
over in the points on the board.
Aaron Rodgers in the
NFL. Come on.
To now have to drive and get 2 touchdowns
I like fire
against this defense. Man, that is tough sledding.
Dang. Now, wow. Now this is a switch because now the Steelers' offense is taking some hits.
Winds up, arching pass down the middle, incomplete.
Oh, they went hurry up. Wow. I thought that. Oh, what a catch! I thought that could have been intercepted. Wow, what a catch!
Second and 10 for
flag on it though. Let's see if it comes back. I hope this don't come back on them.
The Ravens, what we call a stick nod, or I call it a stump, a stick pump, where they send their tight end 5 yards down the field, a little hesitation like he's going to break out, and then try to get over the top of the Mike linebacker. Good coverage by Al-Shair there, right there.
Okay, penalty decline, yeah.
Down in 10, 33.
Wow.
Quick throw up the middle, caught by the running back.
What a catch.
Al-Shair on the hash mark at the 38-yard line of the Steelers, gain of 5. Now it'll be 3rd down, and a quick snap by Rodgers. He now winds up, goes downfield, a leaping catch.
Who would you say like your favorite NFL tight ends have been?
Favorite NFL tight ends? So when I was a kid, it was more Antonio Gates and Tony Gonzalez. When Bear-wise, it was Greg Olsen until they traded him away. I love Martellus Bennett. Marty Swartz Rex is one of my favorites.
Obviously, mine's going to be Jason Witten.
Feel like it should be Martellus as well, but I get you. I know what you're talking about. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Jerry. You pissed off Martellus so much that not only did he go to the Giants, but after he flamed out with them, he came and had some success over in my way, even though he got his ring. Jimmy Graham, okay, that was a good one right there.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham, yeah.
You know who I thought was going to be a dog? I thought Kellen Winslow Jr. was going to be one of the ones, man. A little head case of sorts.
Here with a 17-6
Yeah, Hernandez was good, man. No mincing words right there. That was a two-headed monster that was like you really wasn't gonna stop them. I like to see Cole and Colston do stuff like that. Be that two tight end type of.
They gotta get something here.
He moves out of harm's way.
Oh, the ball! Oh man, they deflected that ball. Wow, what a stop by Houston! Are you kidding me right now? I swear, if they win this, I'm going to be shocked. I'm not going to be mad about it because obviously I love Will Anderson Jr., Henry Toa. Like, I love these guys. Like, I'm not going to be mad about this if Houston ends up winning. But I'm not counting out Aaron Rodgers.
I can dig that. And while y'all talk about tight ends and Chelsea a Cowboy fan, she instantly think of Jason Witten when you talk about tight ends.
That's who I grew up on.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. When I was a kid, you couldn't tell. And I like my team, but my team wasn't ever good. So I rooted against the 49ers, and the only people who can beat the 49ers when I was a kid was the Cowboys. And Jay Novacek was that dude when I was a shorty, man. You couldn't tell. I liked everything about the Cowboy offense except for Emmitt Smith, for real. But he made it.
You didn't like Emmitt Smith?
Yeah, that's my frat brother. But Emmitt Smith was a dickhead when I was a kid. I only got very few indelible marks. We got a stadium where we played high school football there called Gately Stadium when I was in high school, and we had the triplets minus Mike because he was indisposed. We got Alvin Harper instead of Mike because Mike was doing some other things. Anyhow, asking for autographs after the camp, and little kids got their hands on this red car, and it's this running back number 22 that, and I quote, says, "Get your fucking hand off my car." And when you talk to kids like that about a funky ass car, and I'm one of those kids, you can kiss my ass for the rest of my life, because I don't see nothing but a dickhead jerk. Because if that's how you interact with kids, I can't believe you interact any differently with humans. You seem to be an entitled, pompous bastard to me when you do things like that. And as a 9-year-old, you don't tell a kid to get their hands on your fucking car.
Yeah, it's things like that. That's why, a lot of people in the public eye, they really have to be careful with who they interact, how they interact with people, because, one bad thing can hurt you and things like that, and it can also hurt the kids or an adult even.
And I'm only speaking of it from that instance because of a kid. I'm just saying in the context that if you would even utter such a phrase, I think, to children, then your disdain or level of contempt for humans, for adults doing things like that, would have been 10 times worse.
No.
He had a 2-seater, some type of Corvette or something like that. Ken, but so what?
Our sleep experts have the unrivaled.
Now, I will say, they're they are this is another person. They're gonna have their good moments and they're gonna have their bad moments, just like anybody else. It's they're gonna have days where they mess up too. So it's sometimes you have to be a little bit understanding. I remember my sister. So I also watch NASCAR too, racing. And being in, North Carolina, you grow up on that. And my sister, she had pit passes to meet the drivers. And one of the drivers, Chase Elliott, did not sign her autograph. And she was so pissed off. She thought he was, the biggest jerk. And I was I said my sister's name. And I was you don't understand. These people, they have places to go. They have meetings. They have, a time frame of what they have to do, and they're gonna not always have time to sign an autograph, or sometimes they're just tired. They have their moments too. And she's well, when you say it like that, I'm a little bit more understanding. But you could tell she was still pissed off about it, and that's the type of mark you leave on people whenever you act that way. And I think it was the Chargers quarterback. What's his name?
Phillips.
No, the current one, Herbert. Is it Herbert?
Justin,
Chargers.
Yeah.
Like they showed a thing where he didn't do an interview with Laura Rutledge. Like these quarterbacks have to do their interviews after every game, so it's nothing brand new. And he was like trying to like dismiss her and not do the interview and just being a jerk about it. And it's like people seen that and they're like, come on, you've got a job to do. This is something you're obligated to.
And in that instance, one, it's a thing called a fine system. If he didn't say, Laura, get the fuck away from me, I don't care that you didn't want to do the interview. I understand. And you have a fine system to pay for your indiscretions because you know your job. In the instance of an autograph, you are a professional, and I know, like you said, I don't ask for autographs or anything, and I've seen several famous people outside, especially athletes. I do want to meet a lot of them. Joe Kim Noah and Derrick Rose are the people I might ask for an autograph, but other than that, seriously, and Jay Cutler. Other than that, I don't really. I want you to be able to live your life and be able to eat a meal. I don't care about that, and I wouldn't even impede on your space like that. But what I'm speaking of in terms of treatment is that if you are a parent, there is nothing that your child, in my estimation, could do to garner that type of admonishment. And I think that certain things translate in terms of a personality. And it's very loosely based, but I got 19 years in working in mental health, so the understanding of psychologies and patterns and behavior is not something that I've mastered, but I think I got a fair shake on. And if you are willing to be so callous with children when you are that age and you could indeed have children yourself, if you act that way or interact that way, like this wasn't no kids, no more autographs, I'm tired. This was get your hands off my fucking car. If you have that, I mean, I'm just even damn the impression that it has on me as a kid. If you would utter those words to a group of children as a celebrity or a high-profile athlete, it does nothing to tell me anything other than you are entitled.
You take them. Yep, you take them for what you've seen them at.
Yeah, you feel like you can do this with anybody, and you feel like you're above people. And I don't think that stops at children. I think you talk to adults like that. The trainers, and I know he may have been a real good guy to the trainers and to your team. I'm not saying like you're a POS of a person on the whole scope, but the interactions in which you have with people, I couldn't think that just the normal everyday person that you don't have a close relationship with would get any type of genuine human treatment out of you or human decency. I think you just kind of trivialize anybody that's not close to you. So I couldn't take like the equipment manager be like, oh, Emmett was the best, and this he might have been with you because you watch his draws every day.
Your experience.
Yeah.
That was your experience with that person. That was not mine.
But I'm trying to see if you treat the valet, if you treat valet the same way you treated the trainer type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about valet at the facility. I'm talking about valet at a different restaurant, a waiter. The general public that when the camera's off. Because in that day, all your jerk stuff for social media would have been exposed. You couldn't be a jerk because people will put the camera in your face. Now that part I don't like, because that still would be on the internet for Emmett, and everybody would feel like I feel about Emmett, and everybody don't deserve to have that type of thought process about him. Because like we just said, I don't know him personally, and some other people may know him in a whole different light. But at the end of the day, the way in which you do certain things and how you operate, and they say character is what you do when no one's watching. You might have thought nobody was watching when you had that interaction with kids, and I can't believe that you are far from that. But that could have been when you was young and 20 and arrogant, because I was in my 20s, and like I said, thought I knew everything. You could be a totally different person as a papa and older adult past that career. So the mea culpa would be offered in that one, but still, of that era, he is my least favorite Cowboy for that reason. Not to mention, I wanted to be a wide receiver. Yeah, I wanted to be a wide receiver anyway. Mike was my dude, coked up and all. Michael Irvin was my man. 100.
Yeah.
I love Michael Irvin still to this day.
Michael Irvin is something else. Have you been watching?
Yes.
I don't know if you watched him with the Miami game.
I watched Mr. Belt the Ass. Yes, I watched Mr. Belt the Ass. He kissed his mother. Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? I was like, you wild for that.
He been a wild boy all his life. From Dade County. He do some wild things down in the county. He do.
Yeah. Did you like Deion Sanders? Because I liked him.
I like Deion.
I still like Deion Sanders.
You said back in my day, Deion was a Renaissance man. He played two sports. Only him, Bo Jackson, and Brian Jordan was playing two sports.
Baseball and football, and he played two positions too.
But you played two sports in one day. Deion left for Cincinnati game and flew to the Cincinnati Atlanta. He flew to the Falcons game to play the same day and had a pick. Deion was the truth. Too bad Stefanski don't like Deion.
Is this his last game?
Yeah.
4 minutes to go.
That's
probably 3 more at least here.
We talk about relationships and things that leave indelible impressions.
What does this mean? Is this
you crossed somebody in Stefanski's family, so that i.e. when Stefanski was a bit younger, and that left an impression. He still hold a grudge with you because of it, and it ain't really got nothing to do with him, but it got something to do with an engagement that he got to see up front, up close, when he was a younger guy. See how crazy that is? Bring it back full circle. Didn't even think about that.
I think right now they might let. Oh wait, we got a flag here.
Yeah, we got a flag.
Oh, no.
Face mask, I want to say.
I was gonna say. I was like, man, I really think they might let Houston have this one, but I don't know now.
First and goal, 3 minutes.
If they don't get
now, if they score here, do they obviously go for the onside kick, right?
Onside kick, but I mean, if they score, if you got to think if Steelers come up with a pick.
And
CJ has been throwing picks, and he has fumbled. So if the defense can force a stop here like that and get the ball and return it for a touchdown, then we got a game again.
You need a G Honda splash play.
1 minute touchdown. Oh, it's over. Wow.
No G Honda splash plays. We tried.
You know what's crazy is they said, wow, like they said this was going to be low scoring. They had Steelers on top.
Aaron Rodgers.
I can't remember I don't know if you watched who all they picked on the ESPN pregame, but I know for sure Stephen A. picked the Steelers to win, and someone else I can't remember if it was Ryan Clark or who, but someone else said the Steelers. I wonder if they all picked the Steelers.
You know RC did. You know RC picked the Steelers.
I don't know, but I don't know if they all picked across the board the Steelers to win. That kind of tells you who's going to end up winning, because it could have. I wish I would have paid attention, because if they all picked the Steelers to win,
man.
Then I would have went with Houston.
And go and play the New England
Patriots. It's always whenever it's across the board that like they all pick one team, the opposite team ends up winning.
That's the way they score.
Well, I just kind of thought who had the more insane defense and who would be able to kind of get some creations going with that. And I figured that the two teams, that defense on Houston's is absolutely bananas, but I didn't know that they'd be able to score. And
what a season for the Houston Texans.
They didn't score a whole bunch.
I'm shocked by this.
I might be shocked by 23-6, but I'll pick Houston to win.
Oh, you did? You picked Houston to win? I'm glad you picked Houston.
Honestly, I picked Houston to win Saturday. What a Bears game. I like G Honda and I like Pittsburgh. Their team ain't good. It's okay. It's the AFC North. got a good defense. He talked about his defense all year. His defense has been what I think holds his team together, and give the defense more credit than I gave him. And this is what he really knows about Nick Herbig and everybody like that. But they are a bit more stout than I thought they were. But on the offensive side, 8 is not the guy he was when he was 12.
Which may be the final time we see him.
I didn't watch you decline since your first year with the Jets, and I know it was only a 1 game played, but the year you came back,
man, that was such a disappointment.
That
I was so
was.
excited to see him, and then he the first play, I was like, dang! I was like, you mean I don't even get to see him?
I will admit that was a bit of a letdown, especially when he was in the AFC. I don't, you can do what you want to do in the AFC, be successful as you want. Wasn't gonna stop me.
Now I wonder.
28, 29-yard line of Pittsburgh. And the Steelers will get it 1st and 10 right there. Trailing 24-6 to the
This Houston defense.
And you really ask yourself when it comes
Oh, man. So, you know how the other night we were talking about, or you brought up the color theory with the NFL?
Yeah. Still can play at a high level. I get that.
On this other live that I do with 2 of my friends, they both played college. They're brothers. They played college football, but they were talking about the theory. Like, if we're going off the theory of the NFL colors, we were all trying to pick. And I don't think none of us said Houston because we were all talking about the colors. I can't remember if it was like purple or blue or what the colors were, but we're like if we're going off colors, it would be Seattle. Like they brought up Seattle, Carolina. I can't remember the other ones. Chargers, I think maybe. But I was like, man, the Chargers are not going to get in it. And
settled in, especially up.
But I don't think we even discussed Houston because Houston has blue in it.
Let's look at the Super Bowl 2026 logo.
Off to the near side.
Yeah, let's look at
LX. Let's look at the LX logo.
And the remaining fans are booing lustily here. I don't think they care for the play selection. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah. And I think they even typed it into AI because they were like, based off the colors, like who would get in or whatever.
Yeah, so this right here is what I'm looking at originally. It's a purple circle.
Okay, this game is probably
over. Got
now we're just
blue skies, has green and yellow like the
they got the yellow, yep. That's where the Chargers, that's where he thought maybe the Chargers were going to get in. And then they brought up the 49ers because you could see the red.
Moves up in the pocket, goes underneath.
Then, like the bridge kind of reddish a bit, like you said.
Yeah, we also said, the Bears,
only thing I see, if you look at Super Bowl, right above the O, on that like appears to be a triangle, that's the only thing I just see that looks to be like navy or have an orange SQ. But what it looks like, they just mixed up every damn color of all the teams, and that's what we got. And they be having people in these cryptic messages trying to look at the colors. Like, I want to go back. Now I'm going to go back to last year. Let me look at last year and see if we had red and green.
Oh, this game's over. He just scored.
He just scored again.
He scored. Holy cow,
touchdown.
This game's over. Wow, this is a blowout. It ended up being a freaking blowout of a game. Are you kidding me?
With a G-Honda splash play, they ended.
Down the far side.
G-Honda splash play and
courtesy of Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead.
Second defensive touchdown tonight.
Do we think Aaron Rodgers is retiring now?
Down the middle of the field. Kind of got to do it.
I do.
Think he is?
I really do.
I thought he is retiring, but then one thing that got me was
the turf and.
What if he doesn't get the Super Bowl and then he wants to
this could be the last
try to fight and see if he has something there again? I don't know, but
where would he be going
now,
though?
I think he wants to start a family maybe now. That's what I talked about on one of my shorts with Aaron Rodgers. I said, I think he is. And of course, people in the comment section were disagreeing with me, like G Honda.
See, I don't even tell me he got a fake wife.
Oh
yeah, that's what I brought up too. I said, now it ain't on government papers.
Yeah, you don't got. Yeah, that's what that is. That's fine. Do you? That's As you,
And that
whoever
may be all
you
she wrote for that.
rock with, bro,
2:39 to go.
do you? I don't care about that.
I mean, he wears a wedding band. Like, I guess, like, he thinks that, you know, they're considered, they believe in that type of system where they don't want to go off the government, which, if we know, like, if you know anything about Aaron Rodgers, he really does not trust the
The
government.
longest active streak in the NFL.
Now, if you look at the last year's logo,
Yeah.
and hear conspiracy theories for real,
He's
but
he's done it
they
numerous
got
times. He's
red,
been so good at
green,
protecting the football. I didn't realize.
and they got the Eagles and the Chiefs colors
Pretty impressive.
in
Oh, yep.
the
I'm
logo.
looking at that right now.
But I'm trying to figure out, and what I'm going to do, because I'm looking at Super Bowl LI, and that has no colors in it. And then I'm looking at another LIX logo, and it got purple and green on it. Then one of them got bluish green. Then one of them got, like I said, more of the like eagle
underneath the goalpost.
Chiefs colors, but I see 3 different kind out here. So I'm thinking they kind of tailor it. Once you get to that team, they try to change the colors. But we see what it is right now. Let's see by the time we get to February if LX been changed in color. We already got evidence.
That's what I had heard. Like, I heard that they, like, change it. It's not the same logo. Like, they change it according to the team. So,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think you doctor this once the Super Bowl is set for real. Because, like I said, I see 3 different LIXs from last year, and the ultimate is the color of the team. But I think you did that last minute. I don't think it was preset. Because, like you said, what color? Who going to the Super Bowl based on what we see on that picture we got? 17.
Went to a knee. It'll be left there. Touchback.
dang, I'm kind of sad. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of sad about Aaron Rodgers. I ain't gonna lie.
Number 4.
That's sad to me, seeing old man Rodgers go out like that. But
the sad is for the football purist in you.
This is his last game.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's like LeBron. I don't like LeBron, but I'll be sad when he ain't playing no more.
In passing playoff.
Yeah. Oh man, that's another thing I was gonna bring up is
it is
the same guys that we were talking about, that I was talking about with the color theory on the NFL logo.
Mm-hmm.
From the 35 and the
One of them is a diehard LeBron fan. He keeps. I told him we're gonna start a campaign. We're gonna start a campaign for him to get an autograph from LeBron and a handshake, because he keeps saying on the live, he's like, all I want is an autograph on this. Like, he has a special edition LeBron bottle or something like that. And he's like, all I want is an autograph on this and a handshake. That's all I want. So I said, okay, we're going to start a campaign for you because you just keep bringing this up. So I really need to get to work on that and make an edit of that and start campaigning. And I want to send it to his wife, Savannah. And just be like, hey, shoot my shot, shoot all your shots with people. I just want to send it to his wife and be like, hey, look, this guy, he means well.
So he need this.
Have pity on him and just give him this autograph.
Glad he ain't asking me like LeBron. We don't care. Like, nah, like, I acknowledge you are one of the greatest to ever play the game. I don't like it.
Like, if you go into the live, like, he's had so many heated debates, but if you go into the live and you say Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, he will fly off. He goes into, like, he says every time, I'm not going to get into it because I've gotten into it before, and then he ends up getting into it, and he'll like start bringing up all the reasons why LeBron is better. And I told him, I said, there was something Michael Jordan had said, and I really respect Michael Jordan for this, because he got asked the question, do you think LeBron is better? And Michael Jordan said, I think, we played in different eras, so I respect his game for his era.
Yeah, you stole that answer. You stole that answer.
Granger.
Oh, yeah, so you know what I'm talking about.
No, Mike stole that answer.
Oh, Okay. You're saying say the same thing.
That's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's answer.
Really?
The greatest of a generation.
Yeah.
Let's not have individual. Let's not have. Yeah, I'm saying he says let's have greatest of generation debates. Let's not have era debates because I didn't play when he played and so on and so forth, which is what Mike regurgitates. And I'm not mad at that because it's the truth. But Abdul-Jabbar been saying that since probably the 70s or whatever when he was Lou Alcindor, just because how they talked about the comparison between him and Oscar Robertson, because Oscar was a triple-double machine and he was only a scorer. And so you get back to the same comparison where LeBron is a more overall, all-around player and Mike is viewed as a scorer. And then you used to get to start digging into things to find out that what you think about all of those players is not so true. Just in the sense that people would think that LeBron is super dominant in all phases of the game because he's well-rounded. I know that your defensive flaws are magnified and that you play a great team game. Mike, I know you play a hell of a individual defense, but because your prowess was offense, some of the things that you did on the defensive end, steals and stuff like that, was propped up by a player you had on your team by the name of Scotty. Now, yes, you did be all defense 9 times, but when it's like on this team right here, when you got a Will Anderson and a Danielle Hunter, you get to go ahead and kind of pin your ears back. Mike know he got somebody who can exhaust themselves on defense for him, and he can go out there and really take some risk on defense because Scotty got his back. And so, I mean, it's give and take for all of them, but your era determines a lot. You can't hand check these days. If you weren't able to hand check Mike in this era, he's gonna go crazy on you because you can't touch him. Conversely, other people, when you think about the psyche of how the world is, because I use the analogy all the time, every generation is softer than the last. LeBron is not of the generation of Mike. Mike gained weight back in the 80s because the Pistons, when you come to the hole back in the day, you do not score. You get knocked down to the ground. You can't just knock people on their ass anymore, just like in football. But back in the day, you could do that. Just like they protect quarterbacks, they protect NBA players. LeBron, you're a big boy, but could you handle Rick Mahorn and James Aguirre trying to knock you down together? And they both know you come to the hole to dunk. You will not dunk on me, bruh. We're going to grab you out the air and throw you to the ground. I'm not even playing defense right now. And do you have the resolve and the physical nature along with the mental resolve to go ahead and fight through that? I don't know. Maybe you do. But when people can clothesline your ass sometimes, for lack of a better term, to get away with it, are you going to get up? Because I see people flop and act like they are fish out of water with the craziest fouls in the league these days. It's what get called, so I'm not mad at it. Do what's advantageous to you to win. Be a free throw merchant or whatever they want to call somebody, because you still got to hit free throws. But I understand that for me, player empowerment is the only reason why I would never, if we had the Mike LeBron debate, you could not be the greatest player that ever lived, in the sense to me that you got to orchestrate your own team multiple times. And I know I'm being liberal with that, but you got to handpick teammates. In 2010, you and your friends decided together to go play in Miami, and when you came back to Cleveland, you indeed wanted wink wink Kevin Love, and you got him. I only say that to say this: I've been to plenty parks and I've done several pickup games, Chelsea. If I bring my own team to the park, and this is one guy who's sitting up there, and he take whatever 4 guys around the park that was up there, and they beat me more times than I beat them, and I came with my crew, meaning I know their strengths, I know everything about them because they mine. I handpicked them, and I still lose with them more than I win. You gonna call me Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, a great basketball player, but nobody give him credit for being a good owner because you ain't pick people that won. So if LeBron gets to pick his own team and you have 4 rings and you have 6 losses in the finals, you orchestrated all of your teams except for one to go to the finals. And that's the first one. The rest of them, LA and everywhere else, you had a hand in the assembly of your team and you still couldn't do the ultimate thing, whereas somebody else not only didn't pick his own team because that wasn't the thing you could do, he tried to, but he wasn't powerful enough, as Walter Jones.
After the injuries, everything,
but he won 6 times and never lost.
You get another chance, and then
that's what's different for him than the other guys.
Yeah, I think it's
and people talk about how many times you got there. A whole bunch of people got there more than him. Bill Russell got there 13 times. He wasn't 13-0. And he wasn't the person who never seen a closeout game. And I know it's a team sport, but all of these guys play in this team sport. But we want to make it a team game when the accolades work for one player over the other. It's a team game when Mike play it, but when LeBron dominates, LeBron put you on his back and took you somewhere. So I will never try to debate their generations because, like I said, if we talk about LeBron, I think he's the top 3 player of all time. But living in Cleveland, Ohio, if I don't say he's number 1, then I'm doing him a disservice. And at that point, I'm one of these types, Chelsea. If you give me an ultimatum, I see Project Leroy. If you give me an ultimatum, and you say, hey, either you do this, pick this or that. If you give me the ultimatum, no, I picked that. I didn't pick you.
Especially in the second half. I'm so happy for Christian.
And that's what I think. Like when you get to have the alternative, since y'all don't let me say he's one of the 3 greatest players to ever play. That's not good enough. Well, then he ain't good. 1, 2, 3 Cancun with the Steelers. You know,
I already have Devon photos in my Discord. He's about to.
Project.
He's about to. I know they're about to go off in the Discord about this.
Y'all don't do. Hey, look. This is what I wanted to avoid Saturday, Chelsea. This right here, because once that AO come, there's several other ones coming through Discord and everything else that they can reach you on. I had people texting me all through the game by halftime, calling my Bears the Cubs. Wasted my money on a bet. Sorry ass team, see you Monday, like everything. And I love the responses I had to everybody because I may have stopped every time to respond because I needed timestamp so when my Bears win, I can say I told you so. Because I told you so tight. 164 rushing yards for Houston today. Kirk had the big game. Not so much for those Pittsburgh Steelers. G Honda tomorrow. After clinching the division, I think it's Wednesday. I look into a playoff breakdown of the Rams and the Bears. You know, those 2 teams still playing. We will find out from you if you are around what went wrong for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nonetheless, Chelsea, thank you as always for not standing me up. Because G Honda stood us up. We're going to goddamn take this on out of here.
I cannot believe he stood you up.
Hey, I understand, but he won't get off the hook. I will give him the business. No. I'm gonna give him hell in everybody's chat. But for the day, 30-6 final score. Didn't always feel that way, but that's where it ends. And our playoff talk for today and all other things, not football. Chelsea, again, I appreciate you hanging out. It is bedtime for the old man. Popeye, it's time to go lay it down. Until Wednesday, everybody, and until next delivery, I appreciate you all. Get at me next time, and we are out of this thing.